Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone else in between, welcome back to From the Ashes. I'm really sorry that we weren't here with you guys last week because we were missing a player who was very critical to what's going to be happening today. Speaking of what is happening today, if you look along the bottom corner of our screen down here, you'll see that we actually have a special guest with us today. She is a returning player from the original Descent to Oblivion campaign who played Danica. Well, she's no longer there anymore, but you can hear her in the voice call.
Give me a sec. I'm having technical difficulties on my thing.
You heard it here first, folks. Technical difficulties. Or as we like to call it here, Tuesday.
Some things never change.
But it's Friday.
Not for me, it ain't.
She lives in Australia, folks. So, players, if you have not gone ahead and assessed your healing from last session, go ahead and do so right now. So,
do I heal anything?
Yes, you heal a lot. You healed 2 injuries from Anax healing the other night, and you have 35% healing.
Awesome.
So, I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor to the players and let them do a bit of chatting around of anything they want to talk about before they speak with our local Dragonite postman about getting into Ritzville undetected.
I think my character was in another spot. I don't think my character was in the main floor.
Oh no, I was definitely not on the main floor, but we're here.
I pulled your character out of Annex room and into the living room for the purpose of today because there's been a bit of a time skip.
Okay, cool. So they'll be standing here then, in that case. Thank you for focusing to the darkness. I will now refocus back to the living room.
Oh, you too?
Yeah, that was weird.
Does anybody see anything?
Zoom out a bit. You'll be able to find us.
No, I'm zoomed
Maybe
out. It's just
here.
what no, I'm seeing nothing but black screen.
Oh, right. You don't have a character element.
Yes, you probably don't.
It's doing dynamic lighting. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yep.
That's it. Take a look around at everybody else, and then just quietly walk over to Sapphire and just like, excuse me, Sapphire.
Yeah, what is it?
Follow me for a moment, please.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, whoa.
Okay. I'm not sure if I should really tell the others this due to their response to it last time it happened, but...
Are you talking about the weird bite that came out of nowhere for no reason?
Not quite. I'm more so talking about I don't have control over my tails can do. I know that I can curse people. I don't know how, or I have no control over it, if that makes sense.
Severa kind of like peeks to see behind the tails. So those are like basically danger noodles of yours that you have back there, huh?
I guess. Yeah. Listen, the thing is, I need to learn how to use my tails. I need to learn how to curse.
Oh,
if
that's
I can learn that. If I can
evolved.
learn that, I'm pretty sure I can make things a lot easier for everybody else.
Makes sense.
So-
You evolved recently, right?
Out of character real fast. Did Sapphire figure out that it was Reuven?
I don't think in character that connection was ever made.
But you're assuming that, whatever.
No, wait, shit. That's a good point. It's a good point, and I'll admit to that. Yes. That's it. What was the question again?
Because out of character, I don't think I ever mentioned that Sapphire was like, oh, Sapphire does not know. Like I don't think I made that like thing, that statement at all, which is basically the. I'm bad words right now. I just came out of the phone call. Damn it! I have no social skills currently.
Yeah, it's like I've been working under the pretense that Sapphire does not know that the Ninetales is Riven.
Oh, I've never confirmed that.
I think you've mentioned asking like who the Ninetales is and asking where Reuven was.
No, in character they ask who the Ninetales is. Not out of character, they don't know who the Ninetales is.
Wait, what?
What?
Out of character, Sapphire said in character just who is the Ninetales, but that doesn't mean that they don't know who the Ninetales is. Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oy.
We don't drink
You have to
coffee here,
remember
people.
that Sapphire's occult education is very high.
Yes, and
But why would she pretend not to know who Reuven is? Why would he? Damn it.
Mm. Anyways, back to it. Sorry to interrupt there.
You're all good, Scooter.
Eh.
So you just evolved recently, correct?
Yes. But I don't really have anybody to turn to figure out how to use these. So best thing I can do is learn from experience, and seeing as you don't mind, well, helping me learn from experience, I figured I would ask you to continue to do that.
Oh, absolutely. It won't do that. You can't control your power as you need. If
Thank
I
you.
want what I need to help you train that, right?
What exactly do you need?
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a secret. Don't worry, it's nothing like evil or anything. I just want to get something done.
I am concerned, Sapphire.
Oh, don't worry. It'll be fine. Besides, you can dispel it, right? All Ninetales can do that.
That's one of the things I need to learn how to do. Had I known how to do had I known how to dispel it, I would have done so in the forest.
It'll be risky, I guess, but I'll help you out. Just make sure I don't explode or anything. Or worse, don't cause the planet's rotation to go the other direction by mistake.
It won't. It won't. I think I have control over that much, at least.
I've heard rumors that happened a long time ago. And the fact that the Earth is spinning the wrong direction the whole time is really funny to me.
I'm pretty sure that didn't happen.
That we know of.
That I know of. But I'm pretty sure it didn't happen. Like, at least, books would have said so.
Ah, don't worry. I'll help you figure out your curse thing. I need it, after all.
The fact that you need it concerns me, but okay then. I guess this is still a mutual thing for the both of us then.
Yeah. So let's shake on it. Just out of character, Sapphire pulls the paw out.
And Ruben would hold out his own paw.
Yay.
Like, by the way, you do know who I am, right?
Yeah, you're Reuven.
Okay. Making sure.
Oh, of course, I was just playing around.
And sorry for other prior mishaps.
Mishaps? Like what?
The first time you grabbed my tails and we ended up basically spending a
That's right.
a
What
few
happened
moments,
back then?
ending up just tied up. You end up tied up in my tails, and I was trying to stop you from grabbing my tails, and it was a mess. Just apologies.
Oh, it was fun to play around. Don't worry. But what happened the first time I got cursed? I don't remember almost anything.
You gained an incredibly high confidence boost to the point where it went from, well, put it simple, you became incredibly reckless.
Oh no, and I was already acting reckless. I wonder how that went.
Yeah, you thought you were invincible.
Ha.
The the other Pokemon kind of proved you wrong there.
Oh, there was grass Pokemon, bug Pokemon. You were. God damn, I don't think I was anywhere invincible there. If we're
No,
being completely
no, you
honest.
weren't. But we got you back up. That's the important part.
Okay, and don't worry, I'm done. I'm done. Just like trying to be playful anymore.
Oh, but that's part of your charm.
No, no. I mean, it was fun, but I guess I have to take things seriously.
Hmm. Well, if that's what you feel, then I can't stop you. But
It's okay. I managed to live what I want to live. Now, from what I understand, our next mission is relates to Team Masters, right?
yeah, it looks like
The
it.
new Masters, sorry.
But I don't know what we're gonna be walking into, but I
Let's
have
just
to make
destroy
sure we
those punks.
yeah, let's make sure we don't leave the city on fire.
Oh, if we can leave them on fire, I'll be very
If we
much
can leave them on
appreciative of
fire.
that.
If we can leave them on fire, I plan to.
Oh, absolutely.
That's it. Let's go. We should probably check on with the others and get ready to head out.
Anything to get my own revenge.
Words to live by.
All right. Meanwhile, Kua has gone to speak with the Dragonite postman. So, you wish to speak to me about something else?
Yeah, you mentioned that you worked in the post office as well. There's look, there's a particular chatot I haven't seen in a while. In the last month, have you seen a chatot with like purple and pink feathers?
I personally haven't, though I seem to remember a bit of talk going on about that stuff. I could certainly look into the matter for you if you'd like me to.
Thank you. It's been a while. I honestly am never got officially confirmed, but I'm not too hopeful that they're even still alive. I just figured that as a fellow post person, you might have heard something.
Very well. I'll keep a lookout and I'll ask around as well. And I suppose if you guys are going up against the new masters, it's the least I can do to help out. So, I'll just make a note of that when I'm out on my rounds next time.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Not a problem, young man. Meanwhile, in the living room, hey Donovan, everyone's gathering over by Emmy's place. You coming or what?
We're really taking these guys on then.
It's bound to happen sooner or later.
You're crazy.
Well, I remember
know
people
that-
saying that to me back when I was in Humbletown.
You haven't changed a whole lot, have you?
Well, some things have changed about me, others not so much. I used to have a huge temper, though that was more because I really didn't have anyone else to depend upon.
Hmm.
Koa, Sapphire, how are the two of you doing?
Ah, good day, Mr. Apollo.
A little nervous.
I'm ready to take these punks on.
All right. We're going to wait for everyone else to finish gathering over by. Meanwhile, over at the medic stand, Anik is looking at Reuven. Yes, Artemis came by and bought me out as soon as Light came out. Though I would be able to expand my inventory if I had a bit of money to help upgrade this place. I might even be able to make the treatment that I just gave Artemis a little more widespread and effective.
That'd be useful for planning in the long run.
Well,
What is? Quick
Go.
question. What does a counter anesthetic do?
a counter anesthetic awakens a Pokemon from sleeping. Granted, the packaging for it isn't exactly as user-friendly as, say, a Chesto Berry, where all you have to do is just munch on it. It really does work, though.
I'm gonna take one.
All right. And that will be 25 Poke.
Let's see. Check my own inventory real fast. And been hand in the 25. And what is no wait, right, aloe vera burns. I think that's it for now.
All right. Looks like you guys are headed off to Ritzville. Stay safe out there.
Plan to. Let's see. I'm gonna head over to Sunny.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm alright. How you doing?
Doing just wonderfully. See anything you want to buy today?
Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and take a words. How do I use them? I'm gonna go ahead and take a lumberry and an oranberry.
One lumberry, one oranberry. That'll be 200.
Not a problem.
All right.
Change here. So,
Anything else I can help with?
if anything, a vote of confidence. We're about to head. I think we're about to head into something pretty serious.
Well, I remember my days as a rescuer. We had a few of those things, and we always made it through by depending on each other. I'd say you have a pretty dependable team for the most part. At least that's what I've been seeing so far.
For them, when we all get along, we're pretty dependable on one another.
Yeah, that was the way it was back when I was in Humbletown with Apollo and Anak.
And I'm pretty sure it'll stay like that too. Till then, though.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
All right. You know what? For the brief moment that we are still here, I'm going to...
Dab.
I mean, that is an option.
And
All
brought
right.
out
Apollo looks over to the three rescuers on the road and waves them over to come join him by the Dragonite. All right, gather around, everyone. Timber slips himself over this way. All right. So, Dragonite, or Micah, you say you've got a secret way that the Post Service uses to get into Ritzville if the roads ever get too hairy. That's correct. It's going to be a bit of a walk or flight, depending on how you decide to get around. but it should allow you to slip past any checkpoints or barricades that the new masters might have set up. In the 30 years that they've been in control, I've never once seen them, or let alone heard of them, getting a hold of these routes or watching them at all. So, I should be able to get you in, no problem. But once you guys are in there, you're on your own. And can I get a promise out of all of you?
That being.
Yes.
Please don't tell anyone about these routes. Like, they really do help us get around in spite of how they decide to lead things.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Thank you.
I don't even
What
understand
routes?
roads.
All right. Lead the way, sir. Right this way, then.
Out of character real fast. How long have they been in power?
30 years.
Christ
A lot of
almighty.
years.
Alright.
That's
So,
about.
last call on
like
any interactions in New Treasure Town before we head off to Ritzville.
Reuven, should we tail touch now? Before heading off?
Well, might as well figure it out now rather than later.
Yeah.
Let's see, what was the roll again?
Just give me one moment.
40-10, I think.
Mhm.
Or was it 5?
40-10.
I was trying to be smart and prepare some of these prior to the session.
50-96.
Just promise me that if I go insane or start spinning like... I'm not gonna break the fourth wall. If I start spinning around like a madman, just make sure so everyone stops me, because I can't control myself.
I assure you, that shouldn't happen. Because I'm not sure how well the last one will work.
What the hell are you two doing?
Mind your own business. Sapphire
getting
grabs the
sassy.
tail. So what happens? I need to know.
I'm gonna just...
Wait, was that one back? I need now. I can't look at the list. I don't want to spoil myself.
What was the one we skipped?
The one I skipped was the target asserts that they've been replaced by a doppelganger.
No.
And I'm like, I'm not sure I want to do this one because it's kind of similar to last time. I'm like, I'm gonna do a different one.
That one's pretty similar, yeah. I am not me. I am thee. I am another version of me. I'm not me. I'm not me. I am not me, but thee.
I sent the result of that one to Straight to see what he may say on it.
This might make for a hilarious back and forth, and I would not be opposed to it, so long as the whole thing was eventually resolved by the time they reached Ritzville.
Okay.
I mean,
sure. You're the GM.
yeah,
can
you know what?
decide
Let me go ahead and just do this because, like I said, just looking over to Artie, I have no idea what's gonna happen, but I need to learn so I can learn how to control this. That said, we're gonna do this.
So your best idea is to do it before what may be the hardest mission we've gone on, potentially facing one of the new masters.
Yep. And as a result of the curse,
What happens?
of all the things that could happen, something relatively harmless.
Okay, good.
You start seeing strings, various color strings, red, blue, green, yellow, magenta, all coming out of Sapphire's ears. They're streamers. Colorful streamers. Just flying everywhere.
Sapphire, now's not the time for a party.
Nope, I can see now that he's definitely going to be our distraction.
Out of character,
Oh,
this is definitely
boy.
something that one of Giga's pranks would cause in someone.
Yeah. This is just like Giga is just like spawning before our ears.
All right. So
Never,
Ruben.
never
That's-
before did I think EDC was contagious, but you two are proving me wrong.
I mean, if I can't learn by a book, trial by error.
all right.
Show by ear, you mean?
No, Sapphire.
Ah, fine.
All right.
Better get this curse under control when we get there. You can practice that, I guess. I can't hear anything.
It should
Alright.
wear off.
Everyone, 1 foot in front of the other. Let's keep going. Last call.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ku was gonna go up to Emmy's shop quickly.
Sapphire tries plugging their ears, and then it stops. It's like, and then just through the nose a little bit.
Hey, Kua.
They sneeze. They sneeze confetti.
Hey, Emmy. I
You know-
noticed that your stock is pretty static. Is there anything we could do to help out with that?
Nothing much beyond just helping the town become, or just helping this whole place become a little more busy. I don't mind hanging out around here, though.
Mhm.
So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and push us forward to Ritzville. Go ahead and... Let's see, where did I put Ritzville? Here we are.
Out of character, I was more looking for a justification to invest in shops.
That's going to
The
come...
streamer's end.
That's going to come...
Oh, is that not a thing yet in the campaign?
It's a thing, it just hasn't been talked about because, let's face it, no one here has ever amassed enough money to actually make that kind of an investment in one of the shops. So,
Oh, it's like way more expensive than room upgrades.
yeah, like, first investment I think is like $9,000 or 9,000 poke.
Oh,
So,
okay,
yeah.
I see.
All right, so the Dragonite Postman gets us through a series of surrounding foothills in the outskirts of Ritzville. And true to his word, none of the new masters were ever encamped there, although there were other postmen there. And he stops just short of the entrance to town and waves us all, waves the entire group off before heading back through the pathway and leaving us just at the outside area to Ritzville.
What's the command to do that, by the way? Is it /me?
Yep.
Yes.
Slash me.
Also, saying now, the streamers would have, given that it only lasted five turns, the streamer ears would have most likely worn off by now.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, I can hear again.
All right, so this actually needs to kill this music because this is way too cheerful for the atmosphere in Ritzville right now. So, Apollo gets the attention of everyone, says, all right, the new masters are out here in force. They are watching the area, though they usually make themselves pretty easy to identify. Unless you've got a bunch of extra money sitting around and can pay them off to not give you too much trouble, stay out of their way. Pick whichever streets you go by, pick whichever streets you choose to go through, and don't stay in one place any longer than you have to. Let's try and meet up at Eittan's house. I'll see if I can't find my own way there. If we stick together, we might get spotted.
Oh boy, I'm
Sounds like a
poor still
plan.
right now.
I see someone around the corner.
And Eaton's house is over here, I think.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. Are we in free movement, or do we need to roll
Yes, we
initiative?
are in free movement.
Okay.
Sorry, that was my alarm.
Sapphire, I swear to.
It's Casper.
You need to get a move on.
I'm gonna just walk by this dude.
Donovan, can you roll perception real quick?
I certainly can. I guess.
All right, you recognize this hooded figure.
I didn't roll perception yet. What the fuck?
That was
It
Kua.
says you did, and you got a 17.
That was now I did.
Cool. Why were you rolling perception?
Because I was passing by too.
That's
Like I
not
mentioned
what
in
that
the
was for.
chat log that you snuck
That's
up.
not what that was for.
Oh,
Mhm.
This is
Yeah, he
awkward.
says somebody rolls.
All right. Let's see. Gigabyte.
Hold up. Sheesh.
These two Intellion are currently staring Kua down. What do you want, Squirt? One of them says, stepping in front of Kua.
oh, I was just on my way back home.
We happen to know everyone who lives in this area. And no one's supposed to be out unless they've got actual business going around. So I'll ask you again. What are you doing out here?
Had business delivering a note, and now I'm heading back home.
The Intellion looks over here. A note, huh? Eittan, go ahead and roll Guile.
You're not good at this lying thing.
Why did you go off on your own?
Here's the deal, kid. You're terrible at this kind of stuff. You're a dummy. And it costs to be a dummy.
You're a dummy.
So, get me 150 and I'll forget that you just lied to my face.
Well, he'll just hand that over.
All right. Get out of here. Don't ever let me see your face again. He then jerks it for Eittan to head towards this intersection right here.
Would it be possible to go over the buildings?
Buildings are a little too high, and that would probably draw attention from some of the other denizens of the town.
Okay, so you couldn't like sneak across the rooftops then.
Yeah.
I would imagine Apollo would hear that warning.
How you doing
So
so
should we-
far? Apollo asks Kua.
Not well.
Yeah, you got to be careful about those kinds of people. Don't look at them if you don't have to.
I didn't even look.
Well, that's also why you don't walk toward them if you can help it.
Should we be waiting for
For
Donovan? Should we be waiting for Donovan's thing, or should we just move on and that'll be a different?
Hang on a second, let me find Donovan.
Yeah, I've been waiting on how
Does
to
our,
deal with my own issue.
Does our hooded figure want to do anything with the person that they recognize?
Fancy seeing you here again.
Told you we'd be back. Is everything ready?
Trust me, you won't know without him.
Good. See, I was hoping that I could rely on you guys, and I knew that you guys could rely on me. So, we'll make sure that we get them out of here.
We'll be seeing you shortly, pal.
Mm-hmm. Very. Oh, great. Is this building vacated?
This building his building has been vacated.
How strong are these walls?
They're strong enough to hold back most hits, but if someone does live on the other side of them, they would be less than happy to know that someone broke through their wall.
Don't know, don't care. Fuck it.
All right, roll athletics.
Oh, jeez.
Shoulder tackle.
Time to become the Kool-Aid Man.
There is a small crack in the wall, but the wall's integrity holds.
Again!
Oh, Nelly.
I'm gonna hurt myself.
Sure,
doing
nothing's
this.
gonna happen.
What could possibly go wrong?
No further progress on the wall, and Donovan takes 5 damage.
Donovan cannot be the Kool-Aid Man.
Is there anything else that I can see inside of this house? This building?
It looks like there is a small window right here that you can use to climb out of. Though, in order to make it out, you'd have to pass a acrobatics check of at least 10 or higher to get through, given your current size. And Donovan's
Well then.
Linoon-esque head is able to slip himself straight through the wall. I mean, straight through the window and out into the street.
See, that weirdo's house was over there.
So
He slips through the window and he just like skids on his knees like a fucking rock star into the street.
Insert awesome guitar lick there.
Exactly.
We shouldn't be together this closely. Have fun. Did you have fun over there?
Do what now?
Nothing.
so this is the house, right? Is there any windows here that we can? Any entrances?
It looks like all the windows here are blocked off. So if you wanted
That's
to
a
crawl
shame.
through, you would need at least a power level of 3, and you'd have to pass an acrobatics check of 15 or higher to get through one of the windows.
Power level of 3. Oh, geez, I have
I
power
could
2.
do one of those.
I'm a power level of 3.
Should I try and interact first or?
Try.
Zoroark is peeking out through the doorway over on this building right here, trying to figure out what's going on.
I noticed. That's why I was waiting over here. Out of character.
What are you all doing out here? The Zoroark asks.
What are you doing in there?
I live here.
I'm sorry.
Smooth.
I'm sorry.
Who all have you seen coming and going these past days, if anybody?
Lots of new masters. I think I heard they had done a raid on that mechanic's house just across from here.
Sorry, I'm taking notes in the background. They raided it. No wonder there's so many. Everything's boarded up. Looks like nobody's been there in days.
I'm not sure where they've taken him, but maybe someone else in there does know.
Damn it. All right. Thank you. I'll just keep your head down. Things are probably going to get ugly. They're going to get worse before they get better.
Guess that
Zoroark,
means we
ducks
shouldn't be
back
trying
in,
to.
not wanting to be a part
Go
of
there?
whatever the Team New Dawn is getting into. All right, so
maybe we
let's
should-
see, Donovan, you rolled. Let's see, that 20 was for
The previous one.
yeah. All right, so you guys
This
ready to
one's
try and
gone.
get into the house? All
Hold
right,
on,
so you
hold
need
on,
the
hold
check.
on.
So,
Oh, hold on.
oh, got it.
Might not be a point trying to get in there.
Why not?
It I just spoke to a local who's still hiding out. Sounds like the new masters raided Eaton's lab not too long ago. Unless we can tell who all's in there, we might be just jumping straight into more new masters.
Shit. Well,
Out of character, you mentioned that the windows were boarded. Would they be peekable through?
No, it's not so much that the windows are boarded as they are blocked off by something on the inside. Now, if you all remember,
Okay.
that's where the bookshelves were. Hence my requirement for the power level 3 in there.
Right.
Either way, we're gonna be spotted if we hang around here too long. I'm gonna head my own way. Figure something out.
Splitting up hasn't worked well for us.
Hmm.
Greetings, young man, the Kekleon said. How may I help you?
Well, it seems y'all are holding up well in here.
Well, the Kekleon tries to put on a brave face. We've been able to keep up business despite recent events. Why, just last week, we actually had a fairly busy and very well-mannered clientele coming through.
How fortuitous is it for you? I'm interested in your super potions.
Super potions, yes. 225 apiece.
So 550. Very well.
Well, maybe I might charge 550 if you were not very well mannered, but I think the proper total for you would be 450. The Kekleon corrected.
Well, thank you, sir. I highly appreciate it.
My pleasure to help. The Kekleon brother gives Reuven 2 super potions.
You have a nice day, sir.
And you as well.
Okay, I'm gonna take a moment to work with my inventory before heading back outside.
All right. Kua, are you going to try and do anything in there?
I'm still trying to figure out what to do in this situation. At the moment, he's like sort of hiding there because he doesn't want to stay in range of sight of the people standing guard for too long.
Mm-hmm. So, Donovan, do you want to try and push your way into the house, or are you going to try and keep on walking around?
Red,
What's up?
which route are you going to take? Because ultimately, we should all be meeting up exactly in the front, yeah?
Sorry, ultimately we should all be meeting up where?
Ultimately, we should all be meeting up in front of the manor, yeah?
Hopefully. Though I do see a handful of new masters straight ahead and peeling off to the right. Actually,
You could probably go along with Fox. Go along with him. Make sure that he and the bat are safe. I'm going to look after Sapphire here.
There's movement on the inside of the building that Eittan lived in or operated out of. Someone is moving the bookcases.
Oh.
And it turns out it
Wait.
was Apollo.
Oh. Sapphire will wave.
Leading out, Apollo whispers to both of them. There's a patrol just stationed a little off to the side of the front door. You can climb in this way and you should be able to avoid them. Give me your hand and I'll pull you in.
Well, Red, sounds like we got a ticket in. You coming?
Here we go.
1 moment.
Apollo grabs hold of Donovan first and pulls him
Yeet.
inside. All right, Sapphire, you're up next. 1,
Okay.
2. First, he offers his paw out to the weasel.
Yeah. They
1,
they give back.
2, 3, in. All right. Artemis, you coming?
Hold on. Can I go ahead and talk to this magma real quick?
Go right ahead. Hey, what are you guys doing out there? Magmar asked.
Trying to fix things. How long ago was the raid on the lab over there?
2 days ago at least. Ever since that little scuffle at the warehouse, new masters have been furious trying to figure out who it was pushing around on their stuff.
Can only imagine. What all and who all have been coming in and out of the area? Have there been any weird shipments, weird supplies, weird Pokemon?
Well, there was a few Pokemon that came in that all had that mile-long stare, like they've seen stuff or done stuff that just changed them. And then there was that Typhlosion. She's one of the members of the High Table. Oriana, I think was her name.
Oriana, son of a bitch. Stay safe, stay inside. Things are going to get worse before they get better.
You don't have to tell me twice. I'm just laying low here until this storm passes over.
Fuck.
All right, so next Apollo pulls Kua inside. And then looks out to Artemis. Hey, you ready?
Come on, let's get this over with.
1, 2, 3. Pulls him in. Oops, that's not my token.
Oh, thank goodness I was... Ruben, what were you thinking passing by that building? Did you see how many were up there?
Acting natural. The more suspicious you act, the more likely they'll pay attention to you.
All right.
That doesn't work.
So
You'd be surprised.
inside is a Tropius who is more or less been trying to set the place in order, though he's got his work cut out for him. All right, so you said you knew what happened to Eittan. What happened to him? Oh, he got captured. Tropius said.
A raid happened here 2 days ago.
Yep. On Oriana's orders.
And guess who's still here?
Exactly. So, the official story is that Eittan is currently being held in the mayor's house at the north end of town. That is the official story. However, I happen to see a casket get taken, or maybe not so much a casket, but a rather large box, large enough to fit someone of Eittan's stature inside it, being hauled to a spot just outside of town. It's an old hideout along that road to the west of town.
Weird in what way?
Weird in the sense that it had air holes in it and a lot of guards posted around it. I can only think of one reason why a box would ever be designed like that, and it's because they were trying to transport someone inside that box without anyone seeing them.
I would have hoped you would think they'd do it less conspicuously.
You would think so. Apparently, they might have been hoping that all the confusion around town would be enough to keep everyone's attention here instead of on the roads.
Either that or it's one of their shows to instill fear.
Now, they were not making this public. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. It's why I saw this thing. All right. All right, you five. I want you guys to see if you can find that hideout and see what's become of Eittan. I'm gonna stick around here. I'm gonna see if I can get some answers about what's going on inside the manor, and maybe get a crack at Oriana. Apollo
With
said,
all due
addressing everyone.
respect, with all due respect, Apollo,
Yes.
they're already on edge. If we're gonna go after, he pauses a moment, remembering the fact that there's Greninjas outside. If we're going to
Start a fight.
make things interesting, we should do so not by ourselves.
Well, it's interesting that you say that. A lot of people in this town are a lot more fed up with these people than you think. We've been looking to try and make a play like this for a while, but so long as Zor-El and Zealots are guarding Oriana, the fight will be a tough one. But if we've got Apollo in here, and half the stuff Eittan said about him are true, we have a fair fight. But we need to make sure that Eittan can get out of there just in time. It will take a while to dislodge their defenses around the manor, but we should be able to pull this off if we've got Apollo here.
Nah, no roll needed. Okay. Which way did you say that box was going?
It was along that west road.
All right. And I think I need some form of. You say Orion is a fire type, right?
Orion is
Typhlosion.
Typhlosion, yes. The Tropius said.
Before you do anything, make sure. Before you do anything, I'm going to send a smoke signal, because I have a feeling that if you guys go after Oriana, Eden's as good as gone.
Well, if we go after Orion ourselves, she'll be more focused on our defense than she will worrying about what's happened to Eittan. But if you two can get to Eittan around the same time that we start our attack, then any chance that they have at actually executing Eittan before Oriana can order it is going to depend on you guys breaking him out, which, given the number of guards, I don't think it should be a problem for a group your size. If you guys can handle yourself in a fight, that is.
Wouldn't it
have some
only take
experience.
one psychic?
What?
Wouldn't it
Go
only
ahead.
take one psychic to send the order?
Well, we do have a few people that know a bit about scrambling psychic signals like that. So, let us handle everything here. If you guys can go and get Eittan back, that will be for the best.
All right.
It sounds too
Well,
good to be true.
It does. That's why I'm not okay with it. If anything, let's just make sure we don't leave at the same time.
All right. You guys should probably go first then if you're going to be heading out of town.
Hold
Sure.
on. Where'd that go? I sneeze.
All right, so you
Mostly-
pick up Eittan's scent, and it definitely leads him out of the house.
Well, that much I could have guessed.
Where's the roll? What's the roll?
I can go ahead and roll perception real quick. What's the bonus?
Yeah, so you've definitely got Eittan's scent. So,
Nice.
all right, so Artemis, the scent goes out the door.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and just lead it out, and I'll guide you for where the scent is going to take you.
Okay.
So the scent is now coming from this area right here.
Okay.
Everyone else, if you want to follow him.
One at a time.
Would
There's
it be
too many
weird to
Pokemon
use-
outside.
go outside the front like this?
Those Greninja are watching that area a little off to the west, towards that intersection. They're not paying too much attention because they've already cleared this house out.
Okay.
Well, let's make sure we don't make too much noise.
Apollo, there's a few things I need to go over with you before we try and make that move on the mansion. All right. Take me through the beginning then.
Looks like it's best I can tell. The trail is leading up to the east. Looks like we found Sapphire's friend.
The scent is now coming from the north.
Won't the scent lead to the manor initially?
That's a good question. They seemed certain that he wasn't in the manor.
I thought it was they took him to the manor and then took him out in a box.
The scent is now coming along this way.
Hold on. I'm gonna be careful with this one because that's where the manor is,
Right.
and that includes her.
Don't need to tell me twice.
All right, the scent continues to lead you along this way. It's around the doorways as well, but then it comes off to this way. And it seems a little fresher over here.
Okay. Best I can tell, you were right, Kuha. It looks like he was brought to the mansion and taken out. So we need to loop back. We need to loop back around to the far side of town.
Far south has a lot of guards to it.
I was thinking we could go through the window.
There, only one of us passed by the house. Maybe two.
Because if he was taken to the south, we can go back to the window we came in.
Then again, one of us good at lying, we can just slip by these guys if they decide to cause some issues. Excuse me.
So can we just go through the window?
Yep, you can hop out. No acrobatics check needed because you've already been through before.
Okay.
All right, so
Question is whether he picks up.
the scent is along this road as well right here. And it's stronger going this way, south.
Okay. Best I can tell, we're on the right track.
All right. You guys have made it out of town for the most part and are now following the correct road.
Oh, hello, tunnel.
So, it leads you to the hideout. Unfortunately, it looks very much abandoned, and you traverse through the area, and it's suspiciously abandoned, though there's one area that has not been checked out. And it has led you all here.
Is this initiative?
Terrific. The
Is
hell?
that, Is that the correct icon?
There's an icon there.
Let me fix this. There was a lot of stuff being decided at the 11th hour that I misunderstood in large part. So, let's see.
Uh-huh.
Got that.
And is this a free roam scene or initiative scene?
I'll let you know when to roll initiative.
Something seems off. Based on his scent, he's definitely here.
Who
So
wants to
inside,
sneakily peek around the
you
corner?
see
Oh.
what looks like a bag. And doesn't look like too much. It looks like Eittan, but he's just unconscious.
Doesn't
Does it-
smell like he.
It definitely smells like him.
I don't buy it.
Cool.
This is too straightforward.
I don't buy it.
Who wants to take a look around the room for any
Traps.
traps?
Go ahead, roll perception. All right, there are no visible traps set up along the floor. However, there are several piles of stuff piled in the corners that just look like random junk that was very loosely thrown there. Excuse me.
What's Donovan rolling for?
Looking for the same thing. I assume. But
Mega,
maybe
you're
I'll
muted.
clarify.
All right, you want me to go forward first?
No, we were out of character. We were asking what you rolled perception for.
Traps.
Okay. Sorry, I wanted to confirm. No,
Ooh.
that's
It's like, let's see. I'm not going anywhere near there unless one of y'all want to go check on him.
I'll do it.
I'm gonna
What-
stay near the
wait,
door.
should
I got a
should
feeling this
need
is.
someone stealthy or someone fast?
I'm gonna stay next to the door. I got a feeling this is an ambush.
I'll
oh
stay
definitely.
outside the door in case it closes.
That's a good idea,
All right,
actually.
I'm going.
this is definitely Eittan, but he appears to be sedated.
Oh, he's knocked out. Guy must have gone on a hell of a bender. This is definitely our boy.
Of course it is. And we knew you would be the people coming out here to get him, a voice would call out, before all the piles of junk would be cast aside.
Like, you couldn't have made it any more obvious.
All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay, so I want you all to go ahead and roll initiative. Giga,
Is
you
it-
are in now.
Do I need to also roll initiative?
Yes, that would help. It's one less token that I have to roll for.
Great. Just one problem. I don't have access to their stats.
Here, let me fix that for you then. And for some reason, this thing doesn't want me. Let's see.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to set up my velocity. Velocity.
Velocity.
God, Donovan's speed is so high.
All right, can you see it now?
Yes. If I roll this, is it immediately gonna get outed?
Probably.
Have
There should be an option GM
Just-
roll.
Just roll
Roll a
Roll-
d20.
roll
a d20.
yeah, just roll d20 on on the chat. But have yourself as your user as well. Don't put yourself as the character you're playing.
Just as Gigabyte, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've done this.
As Gigabutt.
Roll d20. I can't remember how to do the stats for this. It's been way too long since I've used this system.
Someone else roll d20 for curious. Yeah, you have to do it like that.
Or you click on a die on the side.
Thanks, game.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey, roll the 20.
Roll 20.
All right, and Charizard. Okay. So that's initiative for everyone. Let me go ahead and
Can I preemptively super potion myself for this?
yes, you can actually go ahead and retroactively do that.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And let me pull up the turn order here.
Sometimes I'm fully healed for this fight.
All right, so let me first get some. That's not working for me.
This music makes me think of like Flintstones for some reason.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Random.
You know, it's a good thing that I didn't tell Firefox over there to light all the trash on fire.
The thought crossed my mind.
You know what? I know we're supposed to use this as boss music, but I'm gonna use it right now because I really can't think of anything else that would better fit this scene. So I have to use rhythm because this thing needs to be on a loop. Let's see, but
Here we go, boys.
Ah,
I need to
yes.
turn this up. Alright. So, first order of business is Charizard, and he is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to be targeting Donovan with this.
Oof.
Oof.
There's one flamethrower.
Yeah, that is one flamethrower, but no sooner does Charizard get this move off than Donovan gets to retaliate.
Two really good moves to use here.
That's convenient.
Punch.
Alright, so that is going to be 63 damage. Come on, highlight here. Sapphire, you're up.
Apparently, Saicha's saying that the music is way too loud on Twitch.
Okay, thank you for highlighting that for me, Sacha.
Also, I can't see shit again.
Yeah, let me fix that for you.
I have the advantage that they don't know I'm here, which is pretty good, but I'm so far away.
What do you have for overland? Like
9
9.
something.
9?
Let me see.
Yeah, you're fast as shit.
Oh, no, it's 8, sorry. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Who's this Pokemon? I wonder.
That is a cloaked figure.
Seven, 8. They really can't go further than this if they want to attack.
And you're really not in range of anyone right now, are you?
I'm in range of this thing. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not in range of anyone, actually.
All right.
Guess I'll like dash ahead a bit, like that,
Yeah. All right.
to be in the middle.
Artemis, you are up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no. 6, 7. And where to go? And up to him.
All right. Let's see first. Gabbyte's gonna sprint over this way. That'd be its turn. Servine is going to go. There it is. Servine is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going to use Coil. So that means accuracy as well as attack and defense go up by 1 stage. Reuven, you're up.
Quietly debating whether or not to go in or stay out here and keep watch, but seeing as people are getting into fights. 1, come on, move, damn it. Roll 20. Oh. Never mind. 1, 2. Like this. 3. 5, 6. And right. I'll move into the area and
Nasty
this.
plot.
It is a plot that is nasty. Kua, you are up.
Alright.
Okay. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not even range. Oh. A little bit more. It's within 6. And
Nat 1.
damn it.
So,
Mm.
by,
Oh man.
Oh, that's awkward.
bad placement of flight, you end up smacking yourself hard into the ground and you take 5 damage.
Okay, down Diddy.
So, with Charizard now back at the front. Also, Giga, did you take your turn as well?
I have
He
not
is
because I'm not on the tracker.
turned.
Oh, well, let's fix that then. Go ahead and take your turn for right now, and I'll get your initiative rolled.
You rolled
Yeah.
a 20.
We
I rolled
rolled
a 20.
already. She rolled a
I
20.
rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
So
In
plus
that case-
whatever. freaking
Whatever their speed is.
Which is
Don't give away the name if you can help it.
I'm not
I'm
getting-
working on it. That's 20 plus. It's just the base speed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Base speed.
In that case, that's 43 if I've done the math right.
Oh. Then you're up next then.
Cool. Let's see. Where's my? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and then
One day we'll figure out how to not spoil the names.
One day.
That was accidental, but
Whatever.
You just don't name the character on the sheet, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think ahead, people. You heard it here first.
and then I will have them do this. Choose that. Thanks, sheet.
Was that the move you were trying to use, or?
Yes.
Okay. So with
So
that,
if Giga was 43, does that mean that like she has another turn now? Technically?
because technically she was supposed to be at the top of the turn order.
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, high recommendation. Is there a means to change the name of the person? Change the name of the sheet?
Yes, you just
Just-
change the name of the sheet with edit.
Like, change the name of the sheet to question marks.
To cloak.
Oh, there it is. Should be fixed now.
You didn't see anything.
Yeah, I
I
can't
didn't
read.
see- I didn't see crud.
I don't know what reading means.
And I'm just
What
trying to help you
words?
out a little bit. Just
How do letters work?
I don't know, you arrange them in an order and then they create words.
That's messed up.
Uh,
Oh hey, it didn't work.
Curse, you roll
I mean,
20.
did we update it or
it'd probably need a refresh.
probably?
No,
it took me a
okay,
minute to
no,
get
no,
my
no,
name
no, no.
changed on it,
That's
too.
not how that works. There's the sheet name, but there's also the name on the Pokemon sheet name. You have to change both of them as well. There's two
Yeah.
names you have to edit for like it to be only question marks.
That's dumb.
Yeah. Whatever. I'll
Screw it.
figure this out some other day, not today.
Eh,
So
dramatic
Charizard
irony.
is up. Charizard is gonna try and
Oh.
Oh, we were not gonna do Giga's second turn thing.
shit. Giga, go ahead and make your turn. I'll handle this at another point.
And thank God I pointed it out.
See it.
Dabs away.
1. Let's see. What is even their speed at this point? Their overland.
Their
is
overland's
so-
the same.
Overland will
Overland
always
over-
be the same.
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And better work this time, I swear to God.
It worked.
It worked.
That's every other turn.
Yeah. So you can't use it this turn.
This is what I get for not using Roll20 in literal years.
No worries.
Welcome back, Giga.
So this does mean though that you can sprint.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. So that's half of overland speed. So 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
Round it down, yeah.
All right. Next
Yeah.
up we have Charizard. And he,
Come on, big boy.
Finally, it's Charizard's turn. He's been waiting for years.
You can wait longer.
Oh, come on, thing. Work with me here. Alright. Roll20 is being a butt right now, so I'm going to switch him to non-targeted. So, Charizard is going to try and use Seismic Toss on Donovan, and since this is one of those special moves where instead of using an actual damage base, it uses the character level, this would mean that this would do 33 damage to Donovan.
I'll take it.
Alright.
Assuming it hits.
I have to,
Assuming it hits.
yeah, assuming it hits, so ignore the actual... Yeah, it does hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So ignore the damage rolls, number's just 33. Alright, Donovan, your turn.
Ow! That kind of hurt. No!
Yikes.
No! At least it wasn't one.
At least it wasn't one.
That's bad, though. That's real bad.
Alright, Sapphire, it is your turn to shine.
Guess I have to save him.
Please do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Runs towards the side.
Flanking.
And it's time for him to eat water.
What the?
What the?
It's time for water gun, baby.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
That's a good water gun.
Water gun to the face.
Water gun to the face, and
Wait, is
Char-
that damage base correct? Hold on, I'm gonna check that.
it should be correct. And it
I'm gonna
looks
check if
correct.
damage base is damage base 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it is. All right, just double checking. I
29
got him.
damage, 14, so that's...
I got you, Donovan.
Just calculator it out. Fuck it. 43 damage.
43 damage, and he's knocked out. Woo! Okay, yeah, that was good.
Okay, my god.
Alright, Artemis, you're up.
Well, I guess time to think about it. There it goes.
That's crit.
Yep, that's going to be crit, and you're targeting Gabite with that.
Yeah, but yeah. Sorry, Roll20 like didn't register at first, and it queued those up.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'll take
we got the
66.
66.
Oh my god, that 80 though. Oh, oh, oh.
Alright, so
I mean-
Disgusting.
It was either 66 or 52, so... But
let's
damn.
see. So I don't need the Charizard
And
character sheet anymore. I do need the Gabite.
Yeah, that doesn't happen yet. It's at the end of my next turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
End of my next turn.
Gabite's going to go. Let's see. Just double check and make sure I got the correct overland measurement here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's perfect. Dragon Claw on Artemis.
What's my speed? Evade. I don't think I can dodge it, even with all the double team, but I might as well check.
Yeah.
4 plus that. Yeah, no.
Just take the hit.
You're getting it.
Yep.
Let me just check a measurement real quick here.
Oopsie. There we go.
Next up is Servine, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is a 15 to hit
On who?
on
Cool.
Artemis.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, that's in range 2. Okay, then. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I can't dodge that.
All right, so that is Servine's turn. Next up, Kua. Let's see if you can't redeem yourself. And that previous use of Air Slash did count as your use, so you can't use it this turn.
Yeah, I had a different move in mind this turn. I've calculated it, and 7 brings me up to here without sprinting, which puts me into range for this.
Damn.
All right, so
Your Akuma move didn't work.
Double effective, but resisted 1 step further. I put in the thing for smite.
yeah, so if it's resisted 1 step, that means it's only half damage, so that's 15.
No, it would
Wouldn't
be
it be-
super.
would-
Dragon versus dragon is super effective. So it's just regular damage.
Okay, so just 30 then. My bad.
Huh. Good catch.
He has a bit of an awkward swing after having to.
Faceplant.
All right, Reuven, your turn to get moving.
Like, he's gonna take a look over to the cloaked figure behind him, but just moves down a little bit. Hold up, let me measure tool. Yeah, this is fine. It's gonna move down a little bit before using targeted.
That is going to be 66 damage.
On the Servine,
Yep.
and then using the rest of the movement. No, wait.
It doesn't have at least a 3 evasion? Wow.
Damn.
No, it has 3 evasion, probably. Just not a full.
Oh, greater than or equal to 3.
Greater than equal to.
That's a shit evasion still.
Yeah.
And then use the rest of the movement to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just kind of stay at a distance for now.
All right. Next up, our guest of the hour.
Someone.
Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Shout out to out of character. Shout out to Ruben
Oh shit, it's
running
dead.
away.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He did do
Sorry,
like
you-
60 something. Out of character. Shout out to Ruben running away and leaving me at literally 1 HP.
I mean, you got Kua.
Yeah, how well has that worked out for me so far?
Hmm.
I mean, fair.
In that case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see here. This is fine. So, in that case, God damn it, sheet, get out of the way.
Knees.
And stumbles.
Wait. Oh, it's not one.
It's
How
fine.
agile can one be?
Giga, I'm gonna
question.
have you make an athletics check right now.
Give me a sec to find the check.
They trip over and reveal who they are.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
They may
So
not,
you still
not
take
even a
5
stumble.
damage though.
Okay.
Cool.
Stumbled, fell over, took 5 damage, but still recovered with grace. It's like, I'm fine. Y'all didn't see shit.
They just tripped over Servine's tail. It's fine.
Yeah.
They tripped over the cloak, but then they got up.
Stupid cloak.
No capes.
No games.
I keep imagining it like it's fucking. It's either the cloak repair Exia was in, or it's the fucking Crossbone X1 cloak.
Not in a straight line. What is this?
I have to. And I know that every single time that I've not gone in a straight line, it's been bad luck. This is no, Giga. This is actually a thing.
You've upset the natural order.
Free yourself from superstitions.
I worked this time.
Good punch.
That's 82 damage.
Is ice
Wait.
super effective against ground?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
It's also super effective against
Dragon.
Dragon as well,
Dragon.
so that's double effectiveness.
This guy is gonna get
Night,
hurt.
night.
So it's 82.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh, trust me, it really did hurt.
The
Night,
best
night.
part is that future sight is going to kick in here in just about a second.
He's just gonna get
I think
Oh
he's
my
dead.
god.
I think he's dead. Not gonna lie.
He's definitely screwed up, but he's not quite dead. At least he's not at the negative 200%
Yeah.
threshold.
Yet,
Yeah.
Yet.
I mean, 81, 66. Yeah, that's not negative, but damn.
All right, so this concludes combat, unless we want to. Actually, no, it does not. Unless it's now Sapphire's turn, because we still have our cloaked figure.
Just gonna run here and protect and
Protect from attack.
yeah,
Was
but
that a sprint?
they no, it was a normal run, but they thought about attacking the cloak figure, but they were not going to because of reason.
All right.
Reason being they didn't attack them in the first place.
I mean, they
Hey,
definitely tried.
Future sight procced.
It's not until the end of the turn.
I mean, they've only used.
And
They've
they
only
only use
used.
agility. They have not
agility.
even tried to attack.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did up it by 1, right? So it's 8. Not going crazy.
oh,
Alright.
be right back.
All right.
8, 9. And super potion.
All right, recovered. Kua, your
Plus
turn.
50.
Kua's gonna turn towards the weird cloak figure, but since all's really done this battle is sort of danced across the ground instead of doing any attacks, he's gonna follow Sapphire's
Alright. I'm back.
example
Oh, man.
and stand close to Eittan.
All right, so that's Kua's turn. Reuven, you're up.
Well, Sapphire and Ku are at Eden. He's gonna look over to them. So like, they can probably get him up. And from there, he's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 7. Basically, he's moving to secure the exit because he's not sure if something else is coming or not.
Alright.
But he's also keeping an eye on the cloaked figure because, like, you haven't attacked me yet, and you haven't attacked anybody else. I don't trust you, but I don't know what you're doing, so I'm gonna just be over here for now.
Alright. Cloaked figure.
He just stands there.
He's just standing there,
Menacingly.
menacingly.
SpongeBob.
Wee woo. Wee woo. Wee woo.
Alright, so if that is the extent of his turn, then we'll do Donovan's turn, and then at that point, I'm going to bring an end to combat.
Hmm.
Just gonna look him up and down. It's like, you know, you could have done something.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I don't feel like getting my claws dirty yet.
Yeah. Implying that you're actually going to do something with them later, and I hope that you are.
Bold of you to assume that wasn't the only thing that's gonna happen to you. Besides, I think everything was handled just about as well as I hoped it would.
Sure, fine, whatever you think. I'm gonna go over here and take a nap.
And enjoy that, Stripey.
Donovan sure likes his naps.
Just gets on the ground and goes to sleep.
Are we in free movement now?
Yes, we are now in free movement.
Okay.
I have.
Cool.
Hey, Red.
I can cure paralysis, poison, or burn, but I don't think this applies to any for Eden right now.
Yes, whatever is keeping Eittan under is a little too strong for field medicine.
I use water gun to the face to maybe wake them up.
And now Eaton's fur is going to have that wet fur smell when he wakes up.
That's
no.
awesome.
Don't try it, kid. He's gonna be out for a while. They made sure of that.
What kind of like Pokemon move makes this happen?
You really don't know, do you?
Oh wait, they used the others. They used the stuff, didn't they?
Yeah, he's gonna be out for a while. Poor bastard.
So,
Who are you?
Can I roll occult education?
you can, it's just not going to do anything.
It's not gonna do anything. Ah well, I tried.
Identify where the spooky cloak comes from.
Identify where to
Yes.
Can I identify where the spooky cloak comes from?
Sure, why not?
That's what I care about. Ah shit! Tell me where the spooky cloak comes from.
Wherever this mysterious
Hot
figure got the
topic.
cloak from, they got it at a thrift store.
Listen, you have this mysterious cloak and all that, but that cloak is very third grade, and it's not like actual like good black clothes. It's not like cultist or anything. You just bought it out of a Kecleon shop, a bad Kecleon shop. Is it like a yellow Kecleon?
They got it from the Weavile shop.
But that's the secret shop. That's the most occult shops of them all.
I mean, it does what I want it to.
I guess
Hey.
that's fair. So who are
Excuse
you?
me. Sorry.
What do you think? We doing the reveal yet?
We can do the reveal now. I mean, there's really
Gender
no
reveal
reason to
party.
hide
Gender
the,
reveal party.
Yeah. Wait, give me a sec. I need to do something. Well,
Hold still.
fair
I want to
enough.
make sure I get your robes right.
Are you? He just turns around and looks at Kua and just. You get the feeling that that under the cloak, they're just giving you a blank stare.
Well, how am I supposed to write a record of this? Need to put something down.
Well, if you're gonna make a record of this, you may as well get my good side. And he takes off, and he at least takes off the hood of the cloak.
Huh.
Can't believe his hat fell off.
I will say, you guys handled this way better than I thought you would. Didn't even have to get my feathers dirty.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment, I guess.
Hmm.
Would any of us know who they are?
Actually, I'm going to roll for general.
Now, don't say general. It's my worst one.
That's my best one. Well, general and Pokemon.
I'll roll general as well in that case.
Hmm.
Huh.
What are you guys trying to roll right now?
Identify
General
the
figure out
Archeops.
what
Who
about
is
it.
person?
Basically.
Oh
Identify
yeah.
the
For the sake of Saicha in the chat, everyone's looking at an oddly a robed Archeops with a pair of tinted goggles and very odd colored feathers.
Likely this Archeops has been type changed. I'll say as far as general education goes,
Ooh.
this person might have been one of the rescuers of Humbletown, though the name of that person escapes them.
I wonder what the name is.
You wouldn't
Wait.
have to be from Humbletown, would you?
That's a place I haven't heard from in a while. Consider
Dot,
my
dot,
help
dot.
here. Consider my presence here a boon for an old friend. Old, ridiculous old man.
Would you like us to pass on a message?
Yeah. He'll know what. He'll be fine. If he hasn't kicked the bucket yet.
No, he's very much still alive, and I think he's cured from his disease too.
The old man did it. Not bad.
Ah. I'm awake.
He
Hey,
doesn't
just
seem
chatting with
that-
your friend here.
Ah.
Hey, get over here, Sleeping Beauty.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Rise and shine, Stripes.
Mm,
How long have you known this one for, Donovan? Getting another girlfriend?
Do I
was-
look like a girl to you?
Sapphire. I
We're just
think
kidding,
that's
of
a
course.
guy.
I know, but like, every time Donovan meets someone, it's probably a new girlfriend.
listen, that only works for me. Only I am allowed to be the one to be the matchmaker, okay?
Oh, what a matchmaker you are. You just walk straight all the time.
I'm totally a matchmaker.
You're
How
not
else would
flexible, dude.
how else would I have gotten you with that Guja girl if I didn't push you into her?
Oh, I know you did that. I'm gonna pay you back for that one day.
Oh boy, you guys are a riot.
You're gonna pay me back by saying, "Oh, thank you, Donnie. Thank you for doing that."
Maybe I will, and you'll never see it coming.
Anyways,
He literally just predicted it.
anyways, yeah, this one I found out walking the street last time that we were in this town. I got to talking a bit about the plan, and although it didn't work out exactly how I would have wanted it to, after we pulled the warehouse heist, things got kind of set up on this end for.
So you're our manager now, then.
Well, more like planning in advance. I knew that if we blew up or if we did anything to the warehouse, one of the new masters would show up eventually.
Yeah. I was hoping
So?
I was hoping this would have fleshed out a little more, but in the meantime, if I were you guys, I'd check out what's over there. He says, and Cody points
The big
at
box.
the thing.
Well, I do
What?
like boxes.
Before I do, you seem to have. Do you have connections?
Depends who's asking.
I'm running low on a little bit of supplies, and I've been wondering where I could get my hands on more of this. And he's gonna flash the stick of dynamite that he still has.
Oh shit, cocaine. I mean, sorry.
Cocaine.
Well, now that's a surprise. See, I could probably put you in touch for a fee. Me being out here was just a bonus. Bonus that was not needed, honestly.
Hey, may I ask, by the way, what is your name? I don't think I've heard it. At least a
I don't know.
nickname.
Call me Cody.
Cody. So, you do seem different, I think, from like other art shops. Wait, does Sapphire actually know this? I need to.
Roll a Pokemon education.
I mean,
I mean, how many art?
yeah,
archetypes is
cool,
out there?
cool. It's the highest number I can get. I hope it is. At least. I hope Master Apollo, may I please understand?
You may.
You rolled a 6.
Out of
You
6.
rolled the highest score you can get.
So, wait, you changed from a regular Pokemon, didn't for your regular Pokemon type, didn't you?
Keen eye on you. Yeah,
How did it happen?
way back when I was a kid.
Way back at. Would you perchance know where it happened?
I would, but I'm probably not gonna find anything there. Everything got totaled back in the old days.
Ah,
If there's
I know
another
where-
source of that stuff, I don't know where to find it.
Ah, thanks anyway. Does it look any different from regular water?
Not that I know. Not that I know.
I see. Oh, that's a safe.
Yeah.
I thought it was a box, like
I
a
thought it was a box. I want to say
wooden
a safe
box.
is a box. It's a very heavy box.
There was no indication that it was a safe. That's
Well-
a bit different.
I suppose the
no.
closest indication we had to it being a safe was Cody's just pointing over at the box. It's just like, yeah, that's a box over there. Which, let's be frank, out of character, Cody doesn't know how to read.
How many numbers does a combination require?
3 numbers total.
Can I
Is this a-
use perception to look around at Eittan's body for a code or something?
You can. After an extensive search, there is no evidence to indicate that Eittan ever had anything to do with the safe or the combination picking. However, the repair ticket might have more answers, which I'm not sure. Whenever I hit the show to players button, I'm not sure if that actually like shows up where you guys just like click out of it or something.
I didn't see anything.
All right, well, here.
Nothing.
Let
But
me,
maybe it's in the manuscript. No, it's not. Okay.
I checked. There's nothing.
okay. Try it now.
There it is.
Okay. Guys, look at this. It's a safe repair ticket.
Ooh, sweet logic puzzle.
Well, what's it say?
They read the whole thing.
Oh
Wow,
boy.
that was a long repair ticket that I just read just now, isn't it?
All right, from 1 and 2, number 1 isn't a correct number.
Hold on, I know how to work these. That's out of character. In character, Artie is smooth brain for these.
I missed.
much?
I'm sorry. My mind kind of went absent for a moment. What's going on?
All right.
Trying to open the safe.
Hey,
We're solving a mastermind puzzle.
trying to open a safe.
Hey, Ruben, I think you're good at these, right?
I have some experience.
Yeah. I only know about like magical stuff. This is too much for me.
Very well. Let me see the receipt.
If you see my paws, I only have 3 fingers on each paw. I can only count to 6. They joke.
I mean, I can count to 9.
Technically, 29. Technically, 21.
Don't ruin this for me. But no, let me see the receipt because I have not been listening. I kind of went smooth brain, like I already said, I went smooth brain for a moment. I was gone. What's the hint?
Look in. Let's see. In the handouts folder, I've opened up the safe repair ticket to everyone.
Okay, hold on.
So,
Can I try a couple of numbers?
you'll only get one shot, but you can definitely like start working out loud what you think this is.
All right.
Can we work? Can we
Okay,
work?
From
I'm
from
gonna
roll
solve
1,
this.
we know that 1, 2, or 3 is 1, 2, or 3 is the right digit. And it's
Can't
in the
be-
correct spot.
Can't be 1 because
Can't be
if
1.
it can't be 1, if it was 1, then the second one would have at least
Yeah.
another correct number in the right place.
It can't
which-
be 2 because 782 has none of the numbers. So it has to be 3 and has to be in the 3rd position.
Which means 3 has to be in the 3rd position, 6 has to be in the 1st position,
And I
and
can't figure out whether 4 or 5
it's
is.
8. Or
What?
no, I lied.
It's either 4 or 5. Oh, it has to be 5, so it has to be 653.
And is that your final
Hold
answer?
on. No, let's
my
all
final
think about
answer.
it together.
Ho-
Oh.
okay. Okay.
Kua got the combination correct.
I
You
wanted to
guys
solve
hit
it.
that off fast.
I wanted to solve it too. I just noticed like how it was. Oh well.
And inside the safe, you find. Get the music ready. 10 golden bandanas.
It's oh, hey, gold paper.
Jackpot.
So 2 golden bandanas for each
10.
of us. But there's 5 of us.
Yeah.
So 10 divided by 5 is 2.
Correct.
2 each.
What did they do?
Fucking jackpot.
Those things are worth a lot of money.
So,
Is
I
at all?
forget what they sell for in game.
within, given how much time it took the group to assemble that, they'd have just a little more time to prepare themselves for any inspection teams that might be coming through,
Hmm.
or backup that might be coming to check in on this team.
All right. Well, don't have much more time left before we have to get out of here.
But no sooner
What's the
could
plan?
any plus be made to get out than 3 figures enter
Ooh.
into the
Son
hideout.
of son
Should
of a
have kept
bitch.
watching the door. Yeah, that was my bad.
Imagine my surprise at not only finding a rescue team here, but Artemis himself among them as well. Should have figured you'd be
Wait.
following in your grandfather's footsteps. Not that it's any matter to me.
Oriana. Pleasure to see you, as always.
The pleasure's all mine. I wasn't exactly sent here to find you, but I suppose bringing you back to Desolute will be more than enough damage recovery, given what happened in Ritzville a few days ago. The rest of you, however, I see no reason to let you live. Zealots, destroy them.
Well, it's
Ah.
nice to see we're both on the same page.
You guys tried to do that last time with me. Don't worry, I won't die.
All right.
All right. Let's get the show on the road.
I whispered you a thing, Sertura.
Yes.
Could I roll for that?
Go ahead and roll.
Oh,
Also-
God damn it.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Also,
fine.
can I, while we have the downtime, can I have used a potion?
Yes.
I was gonna try and do.
If you guys wanted to use any sort of recovery items, go ahead and do that, and it's not going to cost you your action.
Cool. I'll equip one of the golden bandanas
And it does
in my
fuck all.
forehead. I don't care. It makes me look cool.
All right.
Sapphire's
so
fucking
I need
pissed.
to roll
I
initiative
too will
here.
equip a golden bandana.
Out of character question, what is the range on an old power-up orb?
It covers your entire party, regardless of where they are on the map.
Excellent.
Listen, gold in Gundam is always beam reflecting, so I'm hoping that here it works as special reflecting. So my logic is sound.
Universe.
Universe.
All right. I just have one more initiative roll to go, and then we're good.
Yeah, give me a
Remember,
second.
remember, Danny. Sorry, not Danny. You're not Danica, damn it. Cody
Wrong.
has 46, I think.
But a fuck ton of speed.
Or he has more.
You basically rolled a nat 20. So just take the roll you did and put 20 next to it.
Oh, it's two ends. I thought it was spelled with one.
Intellion?
Oriana.
No, Oriana.
Oriana.
Adding
Like the League of Legends character.
I don't play.
I don't play League of Legos, sir.
Good choice. But
If it was League of Legos, I'd play that.
While the speed is determined for Cody, I'll BRB quickly.
Yeah.
oh, so while we're waiting for that to come back, I know that this is a little off topic,
Oh, I
but
forgot-
on
I
another
forgot
screen, I'm watching a tournament. Shiro,
Yeah.
Artie,
Hello.
our boy Aizen Noob Sama is going up the bracket.
Oh, damn.
Boy. I'm gonna go
Nice.
grab a pack while Scott's out.
I'm
I
actually gonna go
forgot-
grab a drink too.
I guess we're
I
just
forgot
having
I forgot to add in the,
All
I
right.
forgot to add in the 20. Whoops.
Yep, 5-minute intermission.
Intermission.
Now while we do that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
So,
Yeah.
as long as we are taking this intermission, do we have any questions coming from the chat about any of the characters thus far?
Yes. Yes, chat. Any AMAs for us?
Ready to go.
All right, so Intellion has moved and is going to use. So Donovan, it is your turn.
Aqua ring on who?
On himself.
Oh, on himself. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
Out of character, this is still the same scene, right?
Technically, it's a new scene.
Okay, so I do have two uses of dragon.
That's 8.
What did Ariana even do?
All right, I'm back.
Recover this.
All right. The Intellion takes the hit, however, appears to have hardly flinched under the hit.
What the hell?
Donovan, go ahead and roll perception. All right.
That's a high perception.
Let's see.
Oh no!
What?
What you see, Stripes?
These guys are hopped up.
For fuck's sake, again?
Uh,
Wait, these are the ones that have drugs?
No, I thought that was Zor.
You didn't.
They
You
are
didn't hear her
they are the zealots. That are
You
flying
didn't hear her
around.
yelling?
Zor.
You didn't hear her yelling about the zealots. Oh, so I'm back.
Welcome
Welcome
back.
Scott, it's your
Right.
turn.
Like,
I mean,
right,
Senpai
they're
is your
zealots.
turn.
Zor.
Two,
What?
three,
They're
four,
zealots of
five,
Zor.
six,
Why are
seven.
they zealots of Zor? I don't fucking know. But I'm gonna kill them.
I can target here to use Swift.
You're going to target Donovan with that. Is Swift a friendly action?
Swift is a
Swift is
friendly
a friendly action.
Okay, so
That means that Swift only affects enemies in Artie currently. No, I'm just kidding.
all right, make your roll.
Thinking emoji.
Special. Should I target the Italian or Oriana?
If you're going
this.
to target, if you're targeting here, then target Oriana.
Okay. It's not a 1, so it still works.
Yeah.
Fuck you, missing. Swift cannot miss. Fuck you.
All right, Artemis, your turn.
So that's 32 minus 32.
No, it's 32 damage to both Inteleon and Typhlosion. Oh, sorry, Oriana.
Yeah.
Swift cannot miss. Dab.
It's burst one.
Typhlosion is Oriana. And
Yep.
I know. But range blast too.
Dab, 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 dab,
so
dab,
that
dab.
wouldn't mean that.
I targeted here. So range blast 2. It affects both the Inteleon and Oriana.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, that would hit.
Yep. And I reposition my. I haven't even used my movement yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just move here.
All right. Before we move on to Artie's turn, Cody, I'm really sorry we skipped you again because you didn't have
God
your
damn
movement.
Thanks, roll 20.
Dang it,
All right.
rolls 20s.
All right, so I may as well. So just do my turn.
Yes.
All right, let me take a look, see what I've got. Cool. That's peachy. All right. One. I just jump over the
Yeah.
Gabite.
Treat Gabite
Two,
as
three.
regular ground.
Or
Gabite's now currently in a crater because your sight hit.
The Yamcha crater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the crater.
Yamcha.
and with the butt ton of speed,
Bolt beak. So
Oof, that's a lot of damage.
Attacks targets with lower initiative that haven't acted yet. Wait, against. Oh, yeah.
It does 10
Technically.
damage.
Until I ain't gone yet.
No, that's technically plus 10 damage.
Because Cody's
Fast as
movement is
fuck.
like 50.
Yeah, whatever. That,
Oh yeah, Cody's movement 61, so technically yes. That would be 10 more damage.
Cody fast as fuck.
let me just make sure I've got
I
all
mean,
my damage calculations done correctly.
Donovan kind of fast.
Let's see.
Yeah, like. No, Donovan's fast as fuck too, but. 61.
61 minus.
That's 90. That's a lot of damage. Holy shit.
That's a lot of damage.
You already run the numbers
No.
straight? Or you want me to?
Let me make sure I didn't even put the right maximum health in. I'm really sorry, folks. I'm usually more organized than this.
I can tell you the result I got.
240,
No,
261.
I hate this.
Mhm.
Okay, so while you're figuring that out, apparently there's a sushi place that has teamed up with Frito-Lay to bring you the sushi roll of your dreams. The flamin' hot sushi roll.
Cease!
Tasty.
Made with crushed flamin' hot cheetah.
No, see,
Immediately.
what they should do is they should get one of those Russian roulette nacho chips.
Yeah.
Nacho chip bags, and then just give you a sushi plate where they have like the nachos crushed all over them, but one of them is the fucking super spicy one.
All right, Artemis,
Oh, so Russian roulette.
Russian roulette sushi, yeah.
Japanese roulette.
Oh.
But when does the jelly bean game get worked in?
Oh, I thought we were still calculating for.
Yeah.
Okay. Son of a bitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I forget. Does surrounding give any bonuses?
It should.
It gives
I
you
think so.
advantage on the attack.
Okay. And how surrounded do you have to be for it to count?
Someone
th-
needs-
th- this should-
And
there
now I
should
have
be
to
at
in
least
the
someone on
opposite
the
direction.
opposite side of the target.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So yeah, the Intellion's surrounded.
Oh my Jesus, a crit too.
Ooh.
And it's a passive move, so you can just like move forward.
Do I even need a bother rolling the? Because I already crit.
It's
61
61 damage.
It's gonna be still up.
Yeah, it's still up.
Fucking hell.
Reuven, your turn.
Remember, we have to do 200 health. 200% of its normal health.
While we're on the subject, though, how do they look?
The Intellion is visibly damaged, but the look in their eyes says that they are still going.
Joy.
And
That
you know,
means
you
nothing.
know what a cat's eyes look like when they're on a shit ton of catnip, right?
Right. Gotcha. They're cracked up as fuck.
Cocainum.
Mm-hmm.
I don't usually attack water types. But
But yeah.
$42 damage.
how much damage is that total?
42.
1,000.
No, total. Actually, I'm not sure I can ask for that number.
Yeah, like
If it has-
all I can do is tell you how much damage you did. So Kua, you're up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry I forgot to update this on the list, but
They
what,
currently have 200
what
damage.
combat stages get updated by an all power-up orb?
Attack and special attack.
And how much?
3 stages.
All right. Smashing an all power-up orb. So I guess everybody attack and special attack goes up 3 stages.
Jeez, this guy's
Oh God, yes.
Hell yeah.
this guy's not down yet.
This is my
seriously.
last one. Make it count.
So how much do things get bumped up by?
3
combat
times.
stages.
3 combat stages.
For which things?
Attack and
attack.
special attack.
Ooh, yeah.
Thank you for using your materia.
I mean, now, if you're gonna use it now would be the time to do it.
All right.
Yeah. I'll
And
cook it.
just who's gonna position himself over here?
How is this guy not dead yet?
What part of drugged up did you not hear?
Won't be.
I mean,
for
I would
long.
think 4 different attacks from us would probably knock him out.
Yeah, how well did that go last time?
Last time I was scared as fuck because there was water involved. Okay, shush.
I mean, water's still involved, and you're not freaked out this time.
That's because I'm on the land. Thank you very much.
All right. So, with that done, Bisharp is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to take one look at Donovan, raise his arm, and go jabby, jabby, jab, jab, jab.
Please don't karate chop me.
It's a crit.
Oh,
64
gonna hurt.
damage. All right,
Please don't break my arm.
Cody, you are up.
is the bishop also under the same effect?
Yes.
They're both zealots, so
Joy.
yeah.
Both zealots, so they're both hopped up.
That's just peachy. Let me take a look. See here. Right.
Wait a minute, why didn't I do that? What the fuck?
What?
Hmm?
Can I do it?
Yes, if you want to.
I'm doing it because I may as well.
Good call.
It goes
Ooh.
down its defense goes down 2 stages.
Good call. Because
Well, that's
that's a
that's
shit ton of
convenient.
damage.
Yeah, I can't take that. Fuck that.
Like you have a rest back, but
All right.
Yeah, I
a
can't.
fuck ton of damage.
I lose my turn, but it goes down 2 defense.
You know what? We'll
Yeah.
take that.
We take those.
All right.
And back to the turn.
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
I see this Intellions right in front of me. I see they're very much drugged as fuck. And I go for the throat.
Cody
Aim for
uses-
the head.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That's
boy.
95 damage.
Cody uses abstinence.
I can't believe you're such a hard edge, Cody.
What? This is the option that keeps me
There
alive.
he goes. It's dead.
And Intellion is now
One
dead.
down.
Wow.
So, let's see. Let's remove Intellion from the turn order.
Something that
Now
we're
we
gonna have
have,
to deal with.
Oriana is now up.
Sapphire.
He's going to see
I know.
Donovan right where he is.
Hi there.
Let's see.
Hello there.
Actually, do I want to do that? No, I don't.
She uses worry seed. Mako now has insomnia.
I would fucking
Oh my gosh!
I would call silver wind levels of shenanigans right there.
Ooh, deadly, that's gonna hurt.
No, wait, did they? Oh, flamethrower.
Yep.
Yeah.
They targeted Donovan with that.
Cool, I'll take it. I have to.
This is gonna
Ow.
hurt.
Ow!
So, that is Oriana's turn. Donovan, you are clear to respond.
Passed.
And respond you have. So, Sapphire.
All right. Don't think I reach, do I? One,
Can't.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that for range to Oriana? Actually,
Yes. It should be.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Water gun times. To Oriana's face. Yes.
Good shot.
Real good shot. Damn.
Should be 60.
60 damage it is. Alright. Artemis, you're up.
Here we go.
Bite Sharp's weak, but
To okay, I can't do much against Bisharp, so my best bet is
You got the main bitch herself.
come on, Roll 20. You can do it.
There he goes.
There it goes.
Damn, good shot.
Another
yeah.
crit.
another one.
All right.
Another
you're
one.
up.
Another one.
As much as I'd love to focus Oriana, I'm gonna just
Abuse
some
type advantage?
use type advantage. Out of character question. Well, out of character question.
Yes.
If I use Will-O-Wisp, does it do more damage on
No.
a steel type?
No.
Well,
It's
damn.
just burn status, isn't it?
It will always do 1/8.
And so it. Wait, 1/8 or 1/10?
110.
That was
That's what a tick is.
Oh, it's 110. Okay.
So it's always 20 damage every turn. Yeah, no, I don't want this to last that long.
The only thing that it would help with is that it would reduce its attack power, but it's not going to be substantial given that this mother is really freaking hopped up.
Mm-hmm.
So incinerate on the Bisharp
All right.
with a +5.
Nice.
+5 combat stages. I love it. It's
Wait, when did you get Nasty Plot?
He used
La-
it earlier.
I use it
Earlier in the initial
Wait,
combat.
no, this is
Okay.
a different scene.
No, yeah, it's a different scene, so you're back down to 3.
Fuck.
And it's still good.
No, like
Uh,
isn't it a scene
reroll
when
your
you
da-
just
make- Reroll your damage
same
roll,
scene.
I'll still give you the hit, though. Even if you do, like, nat 1 on it.
Give me a moment.
Doesn't the
Me-
scene change when you just move out of the area? Actually,
Yeah, though, either that or a time skip.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
have
how much of a
another
time
one.
skip was there?
how much do we take on solving the safe?
Can I just tell you what the number difference was? Because it's like
Sure.
just a 7-point difference.
All right, so...
50.
All right, done.
So like 50 times 1.5 should be 75 damage.
Yeah.
75 damage.
Assessed. Cool, your turn.
All right, I measured this out. It told me I was 6 away from the lady, so damn it.
Well, at least it's not a 1 this time.
Yikes! Okay, missed.
That's the
Missed
second
again.
time you've missed on an air slash.
That's unfortunate.
I never.
Bisharp is still in the game. Since he can't use Slash right now, but he's still in front of Donovan. He's gonna miss.
Oh my god, that was Fury Cutter too.
That could have been bad.
That could have been really bad. Ooh,
Oh
Nelly.
my lord!
I'm reading the move now. I'm like, that's. Thankfully, that wasn't successful, so the damage base doesn't go up.
Yeah. So Cody, your turn.
Alright. Let me read something here. That's just PG. Cool. So I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3 flank this guy, and then this is special. So since the move I want to use is on cooldown, I'm just gonna hit this guy, hit this guy, and then fall back.
All right. 65 damage. And Oriana is...
Wait,
Hang
where
on,
are you moving? Where are you
Yeah.
moving back to?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
Okay, yeah, go.
This is targeting Sapphire, and since this is range 6 with blaster range of 3, that technically means that Bisharp is caught in the crossfire.
Oh.
Oh God.
That's awkward.
Let's see, this is Rock against Steel, which only does half damage.
I thought, isn't Bishop part dark type?
That'll actually knock me out too. Do I have a seed?
It's Dark and Bug type, never mind. That's actually going to be 49, which actually...
No, it's Dark Steel. Bisharp is Dark Steel.
Dark Steel.
I'll double check.
I know for a fact it's Dark Steel.
All right, so
I don't know if you
that's
have to
only
check.
25 damage, but the rest of you guys will take 49.
Yeah, even my emergency rations can't help me there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, cool. That's an injury.
Yeah, that's a knockout.
Wait, is the injury apply even when my normal max HP is reduced, or is it just like actual like max HP points?
It's your actual
Half.
max. It temporarily lowers your max HP by 1/10 for each injury that you have.
No, but when is it injury applied? Is it based on max HP or is it based on current HP?
Max HP.
So I don't get an injury then. Okay.
Thankfully.
So it's, for example, if I have 9 injuries and I have like 10 HP left, if they deal 5 HP damage, I still get an injury? No, right?
You do
No.
not.
Exactly. Okay. That was a question.
All right, so all right, that hit both Sapphire and Artemis, which means it's now Donovan cannot move because he's knocked out unless he's got a reviver seed that he wants to use.
Nope, I don't have shit.
All right, Sapphire, you're up.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna use a passive move, so 5, 6, 7, 8 to attack in that pass fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And I use Aqua Tail. Sapphire just jumps, spins around with like the tail like brimming with nice clear water, and then
Okay, Sonic.
Wow.
60 damage.
You're too slow.
That's a nice 60
Alright.
damage you did there.
Oriana is hit, but still on her feet. Artemis, it is your turn.
Oh, future sight is gonna proc. It's gonna be beautiful.
Son of a bitch. 2. I need to feed Donovan an Oranberry or a Reviver Seed.
There you go.
That's convenient.
Well, somebody had one.
I have like a zillion. Okay.
Chink.
All right,
Nice.
Donovan's
Donovan is-
back, baby.
he's back in town. So,
4, 5, 6. And now Donovan's flanking.
Wait, what?
Oh, future sight
Oh,
procced.
Future Sight.
yeah.
Wait, no.
No, you
Future Sight is-
targeted
Future Sight is
Oriana
on
with
Ori.
Future Sight, didn't you?
Future
Future
Sight
Sight's
is
on
on
Orion,
Ori.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
and
wouldn't affect Bisharp.
yeah, Bisharp was killed
The
during
dark type.
the rock slide.
Oh,
Oh.
they're there
Oh.
beforehand.
Yeah,
They did get hit for a lot earlier.
I mean, you guys were going ham on Bisharp, so let's see, Ruben, it's now your turn.
Oh. Look at that. Your personal guard's gone. Your turn.
Hey, the dark and broody shit is my shtick. Stop it.
But he's used Nasty
Well-
Plot, didn't you know? Or is he going
that's-
to?
That's not the only thing we need to stop.
Oh,
I'm stopping them from using Rock Slide.
All right, rock slide is now disabled.
No more of
Nice.
that shit.
Question 1. What is the range of a dynamite blast?
What the
It is Epicenter and Blast 2.
Okay, so it would hit too many people if I threw one. Damn it.
Yes.
Yes, it would.
Because the second question was going to be if I could short circuit it by throwing it into the fire and doing an immediate blast.
That's creative, but
Are you disabling rock slide?
I disabled a rock slide, not the fires on their back.
Oh no!
So then I'll just do this on her instead.
That's
All
safer.
right. Let's see. I need to restart rhythm here.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Cody, you're up.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 5. Wow, fancy that. Let's get this over with.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
This is
All right,
suck.
Cody, you take 5 damage.
So, this is awkward.
I just want to imagine that, like, Cody was about to do this super amazing, awesome move. And then, like, the projector cuts out and the film reel cuts. So they have to remount it. And then after they're done remounting it, just Cody's on the floor. Just
The way I imagine it is, Cody goes to use the move, but hits himself in the face like a rake.
Thought. So,
Just has all these stones flying around, just like one of the stones just so happened to knock them across the head kind of hard. Continue.
all right, so Oriana looks over and sees Cody basically having pooped themselves on their attack. And she's like, on that note, I concur.
No.
This does need to end.
This is awkward.
earthquake!
I'm flying. I'm fine.
So, this will hit Reuven, Artemis, Donovan, and Sapphire. Kua and Cody are fine.
But that's still gonna not be fun. Oh shit, we have a fire type.
Ow.
Yeah, Reuven, I think you got
Ow.
knocked. I think you just got one hit by this.
You got knocked the fuck out.
I'm gonna blow. Let me think. How many do I need?
Wait, no. That's a ground type move.
Correct.
Yeah.
And your fire type.
Rock type is super effective. Ground type just hits hard. I'm still standing.
No, I'm fairly sure the ground type is super effective against what?
Check again.
You're using
I'm
nine
looking at
tail.
it.
Wait, nope. My bad. Read the wrong one.
try.
I
nice
read the one
try.
below it. Yeah, that fucking hurts.
Oh dear.
Is it you need to hit the
That's
AC?
that's
Before I
79.
Before I faint, can I just drop my caltrops all over the floor?
That's 79. I'm not down
sorry,
yet.
no.
All right.
Is it you need to hit the AC or go over it or be?
Get to be higher than the AC.
Okay.
It's greater than or equal.
It's it's greater than or equal.
So if I get up to 8, does it miss?
If
Do
you
we have
get
to
up
be over
to
It still hits if you get up.
Yeah.
If you get up to 9.
Okay, so I need to blow all my double team. Okay.
Thank goodness for 86 health.
Thank God the fucking already popped a reviver seed in my mouth. Fuck.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that could have been bad.
All right, Donovan, your turn.
I could have died.
On an unrelated note, that should be flanking now, shouldn't it?
I mean, if Donovan positioned himself right here, that would be flanking.
Yeah, that would be flanking. There you go.
And now you're flanking. Oh.
Would that be a crit? Actually,
Uh.
It
'Cause
would be a
it's plus
crit if
2
this was
AC.
already doing it, but
Nope.
It's Donovan.
Donovan, did you increase your? Did you implement
Increase
the?
my special attack? Yes, I did.
Okay. I'm sorry. That was the rolls was low. That's why I asked.
Whirlpool is just a really, really weak move, but it puts them in a vortex.
Yep.
So they're kind of
DLT.
stuck there.
okay, no, it's not a crit. Okay.
DLT.
How does advantage work in this again?
An
No,
advantage,
okay.
It just increases the. You roll twice, and then you take the higher accuracy roll.
No, but flanking reduces the target's evasion by -2.
Which
how it
means
works.
it's just more likely to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't get okay.
All right, Artemis, you're up.
Okay. 1.
That should be.
No matter what, I just can't get you bastards out of my life.
All right, 52 damage. Oriana is barely clinging on as it is right now. Reuven, you're up.
Just
Hanging in there, Fox Boy.
Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
Dog pile!
That would actually
All right.
be. Even if that didn't work, she still wouldn't get her next turn.
So, Oriana clutches her head from the extrasensory and then collapses to the ground, beaten and battered all over. So,
stupid bitch.
Is it over?
and
She shouldn't have gone down this easily.
Oriana is visibly dying right now because of all the damage she's taken.
Oh well.
Damn it!
I'm still fainted.
I'm gonna go.
Are
and
we out of
pick
combat?
you up.
Sapphire, you can actually get up now, but you're just in no position to fight.
Yep.
1 HP.
I'm
Donovan's gonna go and help Sapphire get up.
All right. 1 HP then. 1 HP.
Yeah, 1 HP.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop. Actually, no. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna go ahead and pop a super potion.
Damn it!
Do we
You
do anything?
have no idea what you've done here, have you?
Oh, I
Oriana
mean, we
says,
beat the.
"What-
You could have told us what we were doing
Go ahead.
here.
My job wasn't just to keep order. It was to keep the more radical elements of the new masters in check so that people could live on their lives. But now,
Yet you-
with me gone, you unleashed chaos upon this land. I could have stopped it. And with that, Oriana just collapses onto the ground.
You could
Blood
have
now-
talked.
Blood now trickling out of their mouth.
Good riddance to garbage.
I somehow don't think that she was genuine in what she said.
I can
Tried.
guarantee you she wasn't.
Whether she wanted to be a faithful element to quell radicals or not, she ended up becoming one on the path.
What was
That's
she
where it led
actually
her.
like?
Beats me. Ain't my job to ask though.
Red?
Eittan is now trying to blink himself awake right now. Now that the sedative is more or less started to wear off.
The sedative is going to get.
Hey,
Hey,
sleepyhead,
he's coming
rise!
too.
And, hey, sleepyhead, rise and shine.
Cody? Cody, is that
Long time,
is that you?
long time no see.
Ugh. What happened? Where am I?
We'll deal with that part later. Right now, we should get out of here.
Yeah,
Your,
sure.
Uh,
Can I
heads up.
lean
Your
against?
lab's been a bit smashed.
I knew they were probably not going to be too happy that I was getting the others ready to make a move on the governor's mansion. Let's get out of here.
Agreed.
So, do you guys want to try and go back to Ritzville, or do you want to go straight back to Apollo's house?
There's, truth be told, I'm gonna look over to Kua. It's like, hey, you wouldn't know a way around Ritzville so we can just take a straight shot to Apollo's? Because if those guys are still out there, we're not in a position to fight, and they're gonna probably be looking for us.
Well,
Your pals took.
I don't have my maps, but I've probably taken enough routes over this area that I could take us through a pretty safe travel through the wilderness.
Good.
Is
Also,
the safe still open?
the safe is still open, and it's been completely emptied out because it only hold the bandanas.
Well, here's my morbid idea. We don't want them finding their corpses, so throw them in there, I presume.
that's
I like your style.
I
Yeah.
don't like it, but it's what we need to do. These other guys here, these three people here, are gonna wake up at any minute now.
that's
So it's
yeah.
morbid. Oriana's body will never be found unless someone opens the safe. But
That, or we actually take the time to bury them properly.
How about we actually ask Red to figure out what he wants to do about it?
Do we have the time to bury them?
We don't.
We really don't.
All right, so I'll go ahead and move us back to the manor.
But stowing the bodies isn't like we're just gonna say we stowed the bodies and keep
Yeah.
going.
Hmm.
yeah,
I'm all for-
morbid.
We're kidnapping Ed and bringing him with us.
Okay, get rid of the turn order here.
I would assume I'm with everyone now, so shoot.
Shoop the whoop.
And
Yeah.
let's get you in the mix as well. And you'll be out here until... And Emmy looks over, and it's now, like, pretty close to dusk right now. Emmy looks over, just like, hey, guys, you're back.
With friends.
Wait a second, Cody,
Ta-da!
what are you doing here?
I was in town.
What? Cool, like, awesome that you're coming by. Have you guys seen Apollo?
No,
He-
we
Ah,
came straight
fuck's sake,
back.
we left him in Ritzville.
The old coot can handle himself.
We should probably get ready to go back. Okay. never mind.
Hey,
Look,
it's Apollo.
I know it's bad, but we didn't want to risk taking Eittan back into Ritzville.
Thank you for that.
Shit.
Apollo would say, looking over at Kua before looking at Cody. You've gotten taller.
And you've gotten old.
Is it really showing that much?
Yeah. You could say that.
It's good to have you back, Cody.
Been a while, old man.
Word was already spreading in town that Oriana has been fashionably late getting back to the manor from a personal errand that she was doing outside of town.
I assure you, she's going to be late to a lot of meetings next
Yeah,
time when they find out
that's-
what happened.
That's safe to say.
I only wanted to figure out what was going on with Eittan, but you guys have probably done more against the new masters than anyone has hoped to do in a long time. Good job, all of you.
Thank you. But there's something that was bothering me. You mentioned back in the room. What was that you said about making a move on the manor?
That was back when we thought Eittan was being kept in the manor, and possibly any other governing officers that they had at the time, or just enforcers in general.
No. I
Like-
meant back when we He just woke up. He mentioned something about the manor.
Well,
Well, I
Not
can
a quick
assure
idea.
you that that town's gonna be crawling with their goons now.
no, I wouldn't count on that. While you guys were gone, a lot of people who I never really envisioned being fighters proved me wrong. I think the new masters are not going to be showing up in Ritzville for a while, if at all.
Right?
All right.
What's so funny?
Nothing.
So,
I'll be honest. Oh, sorry.
all right, go ahead.
you-
Go ahead, Bryce. You can go first.
I'm glad you have at least some kind words to say about her. It's better than what I can say.
Hmm.
All I know is that when word spreads about what happened, revolution. A lot of people are going to find out that these guys aren't exactly as invulnerable as they thought, and a lot of people are going to be showing their faces again. Maybe even a few rescuers.
Knock on wood,
Well-
as they say. Apollo would say.
Cool was to would Cool be able to tell it all with an intuition or perception roll what Donovan might have laughed at?
Donovan, what's the verdict that you want to put on that?
He just likes laughing at others' misfortune.
Okay, close, close. Not any particular
Brilliant.
line.
Hmm.
Anywho,
That's
Cody, you can go ahead and crash on my couch for the night. Rest of you guys,
yeah.
go ahead, get some sleep. Leave it to everyone else around here to handle any visitors that come through town that might be asking about you. You guys definitely
Yeah.
need a bit of rest and can settle in here.
Before we break off, quick thing
Mhm.
for the other four of you. Which one of you guys grabbed those golden bandanas?
I have
I
two.
thought we each grabbed two.
We each
Okay.
grabbed two.
Making sure, because I wasn't sure if I had all mine.
Did you guys say you had golden bandanas? Emmy said.
Maybe.
Yeah, we.
I will buy all of those off of you right now.
How much?
How much each?
Yeah, how much each?
Yep. Yeah,
5K a
Apollo.
piece. I know that's a lot, but I've got a lot sitting around that I can definitely use for buying those off of you. I know a few people will pay even more than that I could sell them to. Though, then again,
5K a piece. Sold.
all right. Everyone add 10,000 to your wallets if you want to go ahead and sell those right now.
Add a literally go all the way to the end and just add a one.
Kind of want to keep one.
Then keep one and just take the 5. Although that
But-
does give me an idea.
I like the bandana because it's pretty. Can I maybe buy a prettier bandana in the future? I ask.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Emmy
Awesome.
thinks for a moment. Well, Sapphire, I don't think I could really find that kind of thing for you, but maybe you might find one out in the field if you go hunting in the more difficult dungeons.
I'll keep one of the bandanas. You can have one of them.
All right. Here's your 5K for this. If you guys... I can't imagine that... Well, we'll cross that bridge another time at a later point in the next few days, depending on how things work out. You guys should probably go ahead and speak with Anak about getting treated for your injuries.
That. Yeah.
Off I
Although-
go.
One more thing before. Wait, Sapphire. I'm sorry I keep calling y'all attention. Seeing that we got these bandanas, we should probably consider a few things. I'll get more in detail with that later, though. But he said that because he glanced back at the tavern briefly for a moment. It's like, I'm gonna get back into this, but there's something I need to discuss with y'all later.
All right.
Oh, Kua's already sold his.
Oh no, sell the bandanas. That's fine. But I got something to discuss with y'all later.
I'm sorry we weren't able to save anything from your lab.
Oh, it's fine. I was actually looking to get rid of a lot of that stuff and try and rebuild here. There were some things I was going to try and save, but I could probably just rebuild it here. It's going to cost me a bit, though. But I think I'll probably be more useful out here than I will in Ritzville now.
Well, it's good to know you're out of trouble.
Yeah, it's good to know I'm out of trouble, too. So, Anak is looking down at Sapphire. You've made quite a mess of yourself, young man.
Patch me up, Doc. I'm ready.
All right. Step on inside. I'll get you on to examination. Hello, Riven.
Yeah.
Hello, Sapphire.
Yeah.
Like, he would hand over one of the super potions. Like, this may help things go along a lot smoother for you.
Anak
Cheers.
looked down at the super potion and shook his head. I have a few things that will work a lot more than that, and that's probably going to be more useful out in the field.
Never mind. Take it back. I was gonna make a cheer.
No worries.
Cheers for murder. Yay, we did it. They're totally not excited for what happened today.
Riven's fine with it, actually. But he won't be too excited for Sapphire's sake, because that just looks weird.
Yeah.
All right. Anak motions for Sapphire to follow him into the house so he can give a proper examination.
Oh. Ruben, do you need healing or no? Ruben!
I
Ruben.
can probably sleep it off, but
Alright, give me one of your tails. We're doing this.
wait, what
Round
now?
2. Yeah, why not? Round 2.
Wait, but that okay.
I'm
Touch.
depressed. I need something to excite me today.
Sure. Apologies in advance if something crazy happens.
The medic bay explodes.
Disaster.
Disaster just legally.
Well, we don't know yet if his disaster is tingling yet.
I mean, that's kind of a high number, so I'd be worried.
Nah, it's okay. Nothing bad is gonna happen.
Oh dear.
That's not something I can use.
Cool.
Reroll.
Round 2.
Reroll.
Fight.
So 1-0.
1081.
1081. The other one was like all chainmail and like 50 feet are
No, it's not usable.
like it's just easily attractable by lightning.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not usable.
A weasel with chainmail would be funny though.
Caster is that?
Caster is what?
It doesn't help. just it. I'll
I don't
keep
know, could be
rolling.
interesting.
You keep
you go ahead
storing.
and you go ahead and keep going, Sapphire. You will find out what happened.
Alright. Nothing happens, I guess I'll sleep it off then. We'll see what happens.
4,
Bye.
7, 5, 47.
Like something
58.
happens in the middle of the night or while Anak is trying to heal Sapphire.
All right. So meanwhile, back at the group with Artemis, Kula, Donovan, Cody, and Apollo. Anything that wants to happen there, you guys have control of the mics.
Oh, there's just this discussion going on right now.
Yeah.
If you guys want to move that to voice so other people can see what's going on.
Yeah. In Stripes, that reminds me. I need to touch base with you.
About what?
Yeah. Just a chat.
Mike?
Would you rather it be in public?
That depends. Is it such a private matter? Are you coming on to me?
Lest I
Uh,
remind you, I have a stone knife and I'm not afraid to use it.
Fine, fine. Take a joke, why don't you? But you understand what I mean, right, Red?
I do, but I don't have to like it.
Nobody here has to like it. They just have to do it. That's the breaks. They're the ones that put that on us. We're just playing by their rules.
are you guys smoking crack?
What did you want to talk about?
I know what you were trying to do, Stripes. You're lucky it was me instead of somebody else whose attention you caught. I'm many things, but I ain't that dense.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, cool your jets and listen. From one troublemaker to the other. There's a reason that there hasn't been a live bunch of rescuers in years.
Oh,
You really think they were just gonna spare you just cause you gave them information? Think about it.
there's plenty that I've gotten away with before I even managed to stand upright. I'm fairly sure I would have been able to get out of that one.
You'd think that, wouldn't you? Well, if you gotta learn the hard way, you gotta learn the hard way. Just keep it in mind. That's all I really wanted to say.
Sure.
Don't bite off more than you can chew, Stripes.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, Cody goes back to the rest of the group.
Also, saying now, like as regards to the result of the curse, as an axe looking over Sapphire, he may find Sapphire's shoulders a lot more fluffier, progressively fluffier.
Wait, what? What's happening?
Like the shoulders and like the area under Sapphire's flotation ring have suddenly just grown massive amounts of fluff, like
Oh,
almost
dear.
forming a natural sea collar with the floater,
Ooh.
like making it impossible for Sapphire to look down and see his toes.
And
Young
heck,
man?
I feel surprisingly comfy for some reason. Did you do something?
That wasn't me. Did you grab Reuven's tails out there?
Yep.
I think this is a curse.
Yeah, I know. All right.
Slowly
This
but
is
surely,
not
I'm
a very
starting to
wise
understand.
decision to make a habit of that kind of thing.
If you knew what I was going through, you would know it was wise. So, thank
Um,
you, but you're welcome.
Very well then. I suppose I could probably get clippers of some sort to help trim that down, just to make your current position a little more manageable. But that's your
I think-
decision.
But what if I use all this food to sleep though? It's gonna be like a comfy pillow.
That is not a good decision to make long term. There are specialists who specialize in back stuff that do not approve of such posture while sleeping.
It's only for one night. I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
One night.
But you're the doctor, so
I can only give you advice. You have to follow it.
I have to follow it. I have no option. So, give it, Doc. Give me the clippers.
I'll make sure that if I can find my clippers by tonight, and they'll be in your room by tomorrow morning.
How convenient that, by the way, out of character, that they've been a sheep before. They have experience on this stuff.
All right, you're done here for today. So,
How many injuries do we heal? 2 or 1?
how many injuries do you have right now?
2.
Heal 1 injury, and you'll roll a 1d10 at the beginning of the next session, and if you can get at least a 7 or higher, you'll heal that last injury.
Can I use a bandage instead?
Sure, and that'll
Oh.
guarantee it.
Cool. I'll just remove it for 1. Cool. But yes, I prefer to be not dead, please.
Yeah, not being dead is fun, unless you're a Star Warrior. So
No, wait, that's not fun either. I know.
That's not
I would
that's
know.
not fun at all.
well, aren't all Star Warriors dead?
Yes, but do you think they're all having fun?
Savra's not.
Ah.
Well,
Savra's not having fun.
Well, Savra doesn't like fun.
Yeah, exactly.
So, let's see.
Hmm.
I just like to
Do
imagine.
we have any more calls on what we want to try and do as far as roleplay goes? And also,
yeah, I
8,000, if you want to, you can roleplay as Eittan for this.
I didn't know like what your willingness would be, so I figured like I'd leave it up
The
to you
answer
because
to
I
your
didn't know.
question is yes. He will be able
Okay,
to
'cause,
source
like-
all that stuff, but later on.
His question was going to be more like, I have this, I can't really light it myself, and my throwing arm's not that good. Would you have something that would help me make this more usable when I get my hands on more of this?
GM's answer on that is no, there is nothing that can really benefit that. You just got to evolve.
Okay, but he wouldn't like be able to like supply a lighter or something, at least.
Dynamite does not require a fire source in order to be lit for this.
Wait, it doesn't?
For the purpose of the campaign, it does not. I mean, I know in real
Oh.
life it does, but
Sorry, I was working under the assumption that it did. Whoops.
Then I would have
Yeah.
to be around.
Yeah, you just need a redstone torch.
Alright.
Apollo would depart the group over here and go over to Artemis. You doing all right from this?
It's been better.
All right. Go ahead and get healed up, and let's talk later once you're feeling better, unless you really don't want to.
No, healing would be helpful.
All right. Apollo would then proceed toward his house and into the living room.
So Cody, do you think you'll stick around in camp?
I mean, I kind of can't show my face in Ritzville for a while, so I may as well lie low here for a bit.
A voice
Think you'll
echoes
set
in
up shop or
Cody's
just
a voice echoes in Cody's
take a chance to
consciousness.
relax?
I offered you my couch to sleep on.
Yeah, I'm getting it, old man.
No one was talking.
You wouldn't. Not to you, at least.
Is Sapphire gonna spend the night
Fair.
at an axe, or did they have to go back?
You can go back to Paul's house.
I like to imagine it's not canon, but I like to imagine that Sapphire's fluff gets all over the body to the point where it's like a giant ball that you just like roll back home. Huge.
I mean, that's perfectly fine by me.
Sapphire's
Just
just,
over fluff.
Sapphire's just been turned into a body pillow. So,
Yes.
and next up, welcome. I see you need to get patched up.
In more ways than one.
All right, come on in. Let's take a look. All right, so Anak goes over and begins inspecting the extent of Artemis' injuries. Very well. Question, how many injuries does Artemis have right now?
2.
Okay. Go ahead and give yourself full health as you have it right now. Heal 1 injury, and then when we begin next session, roll a 1d10. If you beat a 7, you heal that second injury.
Okay, when you say max health, is it max health with 2 injuries or max health with 1 injury?
Max health with 2 injuries.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, there we go.
Just make sure to keep that leg elevated as you sleep tonight, or at least raised up slightly from the rest of your body, and that should help with the swelling.
This is getting a bit too common for my taste.
This was a lot worse for me when I was a rescuer. You're doing fine.
Yes, the gripes of being the physical DPS.
So, you should be good to stay back in Apollo's Manor.
Good to know.
All right. See you later, young man. And Reuven is just jumping all over my screen right now.
Sorry, that's me moving around thinking. It's like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to do right now? I don't know. But yeah, gonna also buy something from Anak.
Anything in particular?
A bandage.
All right. That'll be 300.
Because technically Reuven did pick up an injury.
Okie doke. And that also means that you double your healing rate overnight.
Nice.
Oh. Huh. How useful.
All right. So, Sunrose looks over at Donovan and smiles in greeting. Hello there. Did you want to come buy anything?
Yeah, I need something that'll keep me awake.
That would be a chesto berry is what you're looking for.
I'll take all you got.
Okay. 2 chesto berries coming right up. That will be 100 poke.
Clink, clink goes the money.
All right. So, do we have any more calls on what we want to try and do as far as interaction for the rest of the night?
I do.
All right.
I got 2 more things I want to do.
Okay. Begin them.
Sure. Just. No, he's busy. Hey, Donovan.
Hmm.
Could you come here for a moment?
Sure.
Seeing as we're making some progress, and this isn't serious at all, mind you. Not serious. Seeing as we're making some progress, is there anywhere in town you want to look into asking the team to upgrade?
Mm-hmm.
What you have in mind?
Like what? We get hurt a lot.
We do get hurt a lot. So, helping a knack out sounds like a good idea.
Potentially.
For me, it's either that or the tavern.
The tavern.
Yes.
I think I'd be up with having the medical clinic boosted a bit. Would definitely help everybody else out. Me? I don't think I'd worry about me too much, but I'm looking out for you, you know? You and the rest of the team.
Certainly. You're typically the front man. You also typically take a lot of the brunt of everything, but you still come back swinging.
Kinda have to.
Well, I know that you're appreciated.
I'll keep that in mind.
Unfortunately for me though, I'm not as good as taking hits as you. Fucking hell, that hurts.
I mean, you did all you could.
Stayed at a distance, attacked at a distance, and I can barely walk straight.
Oh, I should probably find a place to get up and sleep for the night.
You go ahead. I got one more local to check on.
You stay safe.
That's the general plan. Now then.
Hmm.
You've been busy.
I have. Well, I finished most of the roof today. So,
It looks good.
thank you. I suppose getting the walls done next would be a good next step, just to try and make sure that I can keep the wind out, and I actually have some place that is not only going to be dry for me, but stays dry as well.
One step at a time, right? We got the framework down.
Mm-hmm.
That said, if you wanted to swing back by Ritzville, I'd give it a couple of days before you go back there, but things are going to start quieting down.
Oh, that's just it, though. I'm not going back there.
Oh?
I'm staying here.
Huh. Very well then. Pleasure to have you around.
Well, I've been looking around this whole place lately, and it seems to have the beginnings of a place that could actually be a town. And if that's the case, maybe starting over here might be worth it.
Yeah? Gotta agree with that one.
You look like you had a rough day out in the field, though.
Like I said, Ritzville's a lot safer now. Although, next time I go and fight, remind me to keep in mind that some enemies can learn Earthquake and just how close I am to them.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. I had a super potion. I'm okay, but this sucks.
Reuven, roll charm.
That is not a high stat I have, but okay. It's high enough.
The Ninetales leans in and gives Reuven a nuzzle on the cheek. When I finally do get this place touched up a little more, why don't you come by?
Plan to.
All right. We don't want to keep the old man waiting for you.
Yeah. That and I should really get myself cleaned up.
Yeah.
You take care, alright?
You too. See you later. All right. Back at the manor. So, what have you been up to aside from making yourself look like a hardware store? Apollo asked over at Cody.
Here, there, run a couple odd jobs. You know me, Apollo. Smart was never my thing.
Well, between you and me, you were always just a touch sharper than Nugget.
Had to. Once everything went to shit, I kind of needed a backup plan.
Well, you're at least smart enough to know how to stay on your feet.
You haven't killed me yet. I'll take what I can.
Oh. All right. Last call. Does anyone want to do any more interactions?
I've
just
done
here.
what I
Sever is
need
just
to
here to
do.
listen, and appears super fluffy for some reason.
Yes.
Who's this?
Also,
Nugget?
that's what it did.
Nugget is a interesting
An old
character I
friend.
knew.
An old friend, you could say.
He had a way of testing people's patience, but he was reliable when it came to being out in the field. So, Artemis, is there anything you want to talk about that happened today? Apollo appears genuinely concerned for Artemis' well-being, sort of like in the way that a family member would, though probably not quite as forward as that.
It's something I'm not sure I want to talk about in front of everyone.
I can
All right.
leave.
It's all right. You guys are more comfortable here anyway. Apollo stands up and
No,
motions.
Mm,
If you want to hold off on this for tonight, you can do that as well.
that may be for the best.
All right. Well,
Told you once, Apollo, not everyone likes the kumbaya circle.
all right. Whatever. I'm gonna head off to bed now.
You and me both.
And do you mind telling me what happened here, Sapphire?
It's Reuben cursed me, of course.
So it's just Reuben's fault and the fact that you didn't grab his tails at all. Am I correct in
No,
that?
no, no, no. We have an agreement.
An agreement? Looks over at Reuben.
An agreement.
I'm
They-
helping.
I'm sure you are. All right.
To
For
put
re-
it simple, Apollo, I have no idea how my curses work. And not knowing that is more a detriment to me and everybody around me than it is to the people that it should be a detriment to.
So basically, we're
So-
training.
The best way for me to learn how to control the curses, since I have no one to teach me, is trial and error.
All right.
I'll say that brings a new meaning to the phrase target practice.
And Sapphire volunteered. I think Artemis would kill me if I tried to do it with him.
I still think you're both idiots.
Well, I think you're stupid too.
Red, you think everybody's idiots. Well, most people, anyway.
Lovely
Alright.
bunch you found, Apollo.
We can do well when we're working together. We just have our failings.
All right.
Huh.
If that's the end of everything that's going to happen tonight, I'll go ahead and end the session here.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull the correct music up here. Thank you for joining us on Pokemon Mystery Dungeon from the Ashes. We will hopefully be here again, same time next week.
That is very loud on my end.
We probably don't have the audio set up done on
Huh?
settings.
Bless you, Miko.